Oh, I could just buy 4 androids and get them to run me around in a rickshaw instead of buying a car. Could you imagine that? That would be great. Also, temporary android parking. Why would they need to park? What? Why is it parking? What are you gonna do? Have your android just wait while you go do something? Like, just have it follow you around. That's so stupid. Oh my god, David Cage. Remember, this isn't about race, you guys. This is not about racism. She deserves it. Oh, he's got— what the fuck? Get hit in the face with a recliner. Oh no, can Kara die? I chose experienced gamer, you guys. Okay, that escalated quickly.
But are you afraid to die, Connor?
I self-test regularly. I know what I am and what I am not.
I self-test. Oh my god. Damn. Well, we just got Marcus left. Where's Marcus?
We stay right here.
Even if it means dying.
Please, Marcus. We can't let them slaughter us without fighting back.
That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna let them slaughter us without fighting back. Good. Just get out of here, Marcus. Like, I'm supposed to care. This guy's a murderer. Those Frenchies were probably just like, oh, c'est parfait. The Americans, they will love it. We will celebrate with baguettes and cheap wine. Check out your Palm Pilot for objectives. Call 911. Do I have a cell phone? Oh, I do. Why the fuck is it a radial dial? What the fuck? Have these guys never seen a phone in the past 20 fucking years?
Looks good. Now we just have to worry about the landing.
Yeah. Looks real fucking good. Okay, okay, well, fuck it. She said it looks good. Let's fucking go for it. Yup, looks good. Here we go. Oh, it didn't work. Well, what a fucking surprise. Jump up here. No, that's not something I can grab. There's no ladders. There's literally nothing I can do. Just get torn through the fucking universe. Oh no. Not like this. Not like this. Okay. Fucking sure, I guess. Swing pipe? Ah, of course. Swing pipe. Of course. No. Okay, we're gonna try burning this down because that makes about as much sense as anything else in this game. Okay, we'll try burning it. Fire bullets. Wait, what? Was that it? Yeah. You just wait. You're next. After this door, you're next. Grab a table to protect yourself from claw attacks. But it's like if I try to fucking move it... I just go into my inventory and equip that, and... I'll rip over here and I'll be like, hey, press L trigger. Fuck you, cuck. Okay, the fucking word. Yeah. Fuck. Oh, my gun wasn't equipped, I guess. Yeah, why would I want my gun equipped? Is it still there? Just wait for me to reload.
Oh my god. Game capture. Okay.
We're starting NIER, everybody. And by starting, I mean we're playing it again. Playing the second half again. Who's all here? How many of the boys are here? We got Caden Cox, our friend Doomed, Sticky Rick. But why is he sticky? Dave's here. Dave, gonna try messing with my 360. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it shouldn't be too. It shouldn't be too hard to get to like manually pop the disc tray. That's just something that's kind of factory. It's just kind of a pain in the ass to do it, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Where are we at? Oh, it's our map. Right. We gotta go to the thing. Talk to the boatmaster. And head off to whatever. Where's Emil? Why is Emil not with us? Oh, he's not allowed in town. That's right, isn't he? They're not allowed in town. Yankee with no brim. Am I a Yankee? Is that what Canadians are? Yankees with no brims? What an unfortunate reality we live as a Canadian. I'll never be American, no matter how hard I try.
Sup?
Sup, bruh? Yeah, we'll see what happens. Supposedly you get new dialogue. Or extra dialogue, I guess. Which will be interesting, to say the least.
The lost shrine is
In the Shadow Lord's castle, like, let us
Wait. Did I save on the... Did I open the wrong save file? Did I open the wrong save file? Oh. This is new. This is definitely new. Hansel and Gretel. Dirty, defective swine. Oh. He's born different. He left humanity behind. Did you play Monster Hunter World recently? I did. I finished up the spreadsheet on the light bow gun. Well rested, yes, Bob. I am well rested. Well, I've been up for a long time. I've been up since like what, 9 p.m. I've been up for 12 hours, I guess. But yeah, I don't know what happened yesterday. I just zonked out. Like my head hit the pillow, and I was just fucking out. And I slept from like, I don't know. I went to probably put my head down at like 11, and I woke up at like 9:30. I'm like, holy shit, where'd the time go? Yeah, I'm sorry guys, that's why we're streaming today. Yeah, streaming earlier for a change. Yeah, we're streaming earlier because I slept through yesterday's stream. And today I'm gonna make an effort to fix my sleep schedule so it's more realistic and more consistent. Because I said in the Discord, I've been doing a really dumb sleep schedule where I sleep for like 4 hours and then I'll like be up for like 5 hours and then I'll sleep for 4 hours, and it's really fucking bad and I don't like it. I'm out of here for a bit. Got quarantine-style errands to run. No. Hope you stay safe, Dave. And I hope you get your 360 working. I can help you troubleshoot it later if it's still a problem. That Hansel is so hot right now. He's so hot right now. We going, yep. It's just Ryan, by the way. How's it going, Ryan? That definitely makes it easier than saying Ryan Hood 90. It's definitely easier to just say Ryan. Go to bed at 11 p.m., get up at 5 a.m. I want to get up earlier because I feel like I have more... I don't know. I just like the way it works, waking up earlier. They're just hanging out. Hansel's... He's fucking dead. Oh my god. This is so... Turns out that this whole time he was just... horribly depressed. Oh god, is he gonna find a meaning with these kids and then we're gonna fucking run in there and just murder him after he's found some fulfilling part of his life? To the top. The top! Works pretty well for me, feel a lot better. Yeah. I feel like getting up earlier is just like the smarter thing to do. I mean, usually it's probably gonna happen. My dad's upstairs. He's working on the deck right now, and he has been drilling a lot and screwing a lot. So don't be surprised if you hear like drills, because it's basically right above my apartment. Like the deck is. How does it work? Okay, the deck is. It's basically, I don't know. My back door opens up to under the deck. Okay, fine. Fine, Yoko Taro. These doors that open outwards can't open when the box is too close. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm almost disappointed.
Works, yeah. I thought Dead Rising Infinite Road was almost gonna kill your sleeping pattern. Almost 15 hours streaming. Yeah. I mean, it kind of did. I think what time did we finish? I actually don't remember. It was probably like midnight or something. Maybe it was 1 o'clock in the morning. I tried to do it so that it would be reasonable for people to watch, but it was bad. He got brought back up for Nearman to put him down one last time. Fucking Kime! That's what happens, man. You become... You know, your son Jonas gets taken away by Ghost you. And then suddenly you want to kill everything, okay? It's not unreasonable at all. It's just how it is. This is like such a this is such like a fuck you, dude. Like it's like, hey. Oh, what's that? You wanted to have a fun New Game Plus replay? Do these box puzzles again. I was hoping it was his dad's wife. What? My mom? My dad's wife. My mother. Okay, sure. My biological mother, I should say. Not that there's a difference between my mom and my biological mom. Makes it sound like I was fucking adopted. What is wrong with me? I don't even have to move that one, I don't think. I think I can just move this one. Unless I pulled it too far. Oh. Me, silly Bob, who is drilling and screwing? Oh, fuck's sake. My dad's upstairs, he's leveling the floor. Turn back, turn back. Oh, it turns out that the shades...
Who are these guys?
Turns out the shades were just defending Hansel or whatever.
It's not fully functional.
Oh, okay.
A cursed area where incomplete shades gather.
So we're just not gonna... It's not even gonna mention Tyran, and it's just gonna introduce him here. And it's like, hey, who the fuck is talking? That's kind of hilarious. I guess we are in the middle of the story. I'm sure we'll get a proper introduction to Tyran later. But it's just like, who the fuck is this? Twisted ring. I know I haven't gotten one of those before. Technical guide. A technical guide for technologically minded boys such as ourselves. See you, nerd. I'm out of here. Wait, did I do this already? No. Wait, yes. This way. We have to go back to go forward. Yoko Taro. You fucking brilliant bastard. She can hear the shades speak. What does it say? So Kain is an asshole. Oh, so Kaine can hear the shades speak, and she kills him anyways. Fuck him. Well, you know why, Thomas. It's because it gives her a fucking girl boner. Like in the canon, The Witch's Banquet of NIER, or of Grimoire NIER. It's fucking canon, dude. It's canon. Killing shades makes her want to crank one out. Tyran was introduced in the Text Adventure Hell segment. Oh, in the beginning. Like the one that I skipped? Okay, fine. I'll believe you. The one I skipped for New Game Plus, right? I see. That's fine. Too long didn't read Tyrant sucks. Yeah, I've heard that from multiple sources at this point. I did a little bit of reading. A little bit of reading post stream. Ulo. Armor break plus 8%. I mean, it's pretty funny how it's just like, oh, you got like New Game Plus, right? And it's like, I've already like crushed, like I didn't even have any problems with like the final boss. So unless they introduce some like insane super boss, which I guarantee you they're not going to. Like unless they introduce some insane super boss, I'm gonna have like no problem killing everything again, because I've already killed it once. And in fact, I have an even better weapon than I had before at this point. Yeah, look at this shit. Just destroyed Hodu. Is it this one? I guess I have to leave now, right? Only good shade is a dead shade, that's right. The canon is that Kaine yanks it over people like Shinji. I'm so fucked up. That's right. Yeah, see, okay, so yeah, so Gretel's finally like... Yeah, so now he's gonna like befriend these shades. And then fucking Nier's gonna come in and immediately kill them. Oh my god, dude. I think I finally come to accept you as my friends. Who's knocking on the door? Surprise, bitch! It's NIER, motherfucker!
Emil, I want you to... Look, I'm sorry.
HBG guy, not pushing, but you're the only one we trust.
What?
I did LBG last night on the spreadsheet. HBG's more HBG's probably like the most complicated one.
I'm used to it.
Because the defender one, like you want to spread heavy bowgun for sure.
I wish everyone felt the same way.
You want spread. But the defender weapon is not spread. You gotta use like normal shots.
It's kind of fun.
So I gotta really test it out and find like a better one.
Sit around the fire and tell stories.
But you can use the light bowgun one for
Emil, that's
a
enough.
pretty...
I got a fucking image to
I think you're probably going to be able to follow the armor for the light bowgun, because it's pretty much the same.
We seem to be surrounded by a mob of helpless puppies.
XP rate plus 15%.
Just kick him aside.
Hodol. Used coloring book. Because they're kids. We're killing kids. I may as well use my medical herb since there's a bunch of them here. Sure, we'll save. Why not? Why not? Hi, arrogant prophet, everyone. Yeah. Fat tries Zenogre. Yeah. It's basically just like, I know the Zenogre HPG is ridiculous. You put like a shield on it and you go like guard 5. And you just stand in front of monsters and blast them with spread. I think it's spread 3. It's fucking nuts. It's NIER, open up! Hope we can spend the rest of our lives happiness. Wait, who's there? Yeah, so now he's like, don't touch them, they're my friends! I'm fucking pissed! Oh, you're pretty cool, Shades. Glad we can be friends. What could possibly go wrong now, yeah? I'm gonna fucking destroy you. Damn you.
What's going on? There's dozens of them.
Stop, they can't defend themselves? Yeah, oh my god.
These are creatures of the darkness. Lure them to
I
the
wanna...
pathetic to the end, I see.
I wanna see the text. I wanna hear the text. I am not their leader, it is I who rely on them. What? Oh. Stop hurting my friends. Oh my god.
Oh, you're funny. I'm gonna start crying.
That's hilarious. Am I gonna get more dialogue? I wanna know if we can get more dialogue. Hey, you all. Are all these New Game Plus fights gonna be literally me sitting here going, is he gonna say anything else? Near, hello, I'm wrong. What could possibly go wrong now? That's fucking hilarious. Damn, he's gonna keep fighting. You gotta remember, Near came here earlier, right? And he killed this guy's buddy.
Oh, this is one stubborn son of a bitch.
Damn it, damn it.
Why is she saying damn it?
There, sunshine.
I just like, okay, I just gotta hear the dialogue.
Ain't no turning back now.
Yeah, so...
You gotta lust for blood. You gotta embrace the slaughter. All we know is the thrill of battle. Ain't that right, Kaine?
That's pretty hilarious. Am I gonna get more? I'm just like, where's my text? I want the lore. Damn it, he pinballed my ass. When it dies, okay. I imagine this is why the fights are all like phase-based like this, is because there's text. Look at that, one poke kills him, dude. Damn, we're getting a booty shot. Near music is kind of same-ish with the one with all the Nya screaming. But it's good. Oh my god. I forgot that happened. Kinda gets like murdered like 4 times in this fucking game. Tyra is so edgy, it fucking kills me. Oh my god. That's why he kept getting back up. He finally had something to fight for. Oh my god. That's great. You stupid arm move. He's just like us, you guys. He's just like us. I'm dying from the blood. I was getting cut on all that edge. Is this what you did in your first playthrough, Thomas? When you're playing B? It's like listening to the text. This is why he kept getting back up. He finally had something to fight for. Yeah, it's like, oh my god, dude. The implications, they're astounding. She's still gonna be warm for a while. Please, Jesus Christ. I can only laugh because I know that's a joke. God, I hope that's a joke. Oh, and this is where I went full Kime. I'm gonna kill them all. I'm gonna kill the kids too. Jump on Kaine's body, yes.
Are you all right? We've got to get help.
I fear there is little we can do.
No. Kaine!
Hey, you're Canadian, right? I don't know if this is a stereotype. Is it true that Canada is most well known for curling and bad coffee? Well,
What is
curling, yeah. I mean, we're like the best curling team.
It's all over for sunshine.
Coffee, I don't know. I think coffee is only good, good from Colombia, right?
Kaine!
Tim Hortons coffee sucks now. Yeah, it's because McDonald's took over the old Tim Hortons supplier. The Tim Hortons supplier the old Tim Hortons supplier supplies McDonald's now. Did Tyran take over? Is this every time this guy shows up? It's Tyran, not whatever. So I'm fighting Tyran.
Look at Kaine's shade!
We've no other choice. We
But yeah,
must
so
strike
Tim
it
Hortons
down.
coffee sucks now apparently.
Kaine! Please come
Fuck.
back!
How do I use magic again? Fuck. Oh, do I not have any equipped? For whatever reason, my Dark Lance got unequipped. But yeah, Timmy's... Apparently, the Tim Hortons coffee sucks now, but that's because their supplier went to McDonald's.
Stay your blade. Magic is required against this foe.
Hi. Hey, Easton Davis. How's it going? Now, to be fair, Nier didn't know that he was a super murderer. Kaim knew it, and he loved it, yeah. He reveled in it.
Kaine! Kaine!
Kaine.
I couldn't hold it back.
She put on the Berserker armor.
I can't be.
Oh, that might be a Berserker reference,
We're
actually.
always going to be together, Kaine. If you transform again, we'll just stop it again.
Is that a
How many
Berserk
times will it
reference?
take? I don't care
It
how
might. It
tough
might
is,
actually
we're gonna
be.
get
You
you
know.
back. I like sleeping outside because I'm with you, Kaine. I'm able to ignore my appearance and keep going because of you. I'm weak and sad and lonely, but somehow you make me strong. You're my friend.
See, I actually wonder
You
now.
can't go away.
Is if the game is better or worse with these, with this, like, you know, internal monologue from Tyran. It recontextualizes everything, but would it have been better to recontextualize everything? Like, I guess the question is, like, would it be better to do that if this just happened in the main story? Like, you only had to do one pass through. Would it change anything? I guess it gives you too much insight into, like, the gestalts and stuff, because you don't know that until the very end. I was kind of thinking, like, because it's always... I guess it's just like a fucking Yoko Taro thing to, like, replay everything. Man, fuck Popola. She exploded and so have I. It's probably because it got unequipped during the final boss fight. Oh, maybe. That might be it, actually. I wrote it in words so you can understand. Yeah. Nothing new here. Good morning. I woke up at 6 and fell back asleep. Yeah, I woke up... Well, I woke up, like, last night. Fuck. But yeah, just an early stream to make up for yesterday, because I beefed it and I slept in. I think you should have had route A and B, and for B you play as Kaine. That would have made more sense. I think that would have made more sense contextually. Yes, I think you're right. Maybe that was the original intention. You know, it's totally possible that was Yoko Taro's original intention. Because there's not really any reason for you to have companions. Like, there's not really any reason for you to have your companions fight alongside you. Unless you were going to do something with that. Like, it would be interesting if you did... Route A is Nier, Route B is Kaine, and Route C is Emil, right? Like, that would be kind of interesting then. And that would kind of be in line with Nier Automata, too, because it's like you have 2B... 9S and then A2, right? I don't even know why I'm grabbing stuff. I don't need to. Actually, you know what? Now thinking about that, maybe that is, maybe that's what's gonna happen with the remake. Maybe that's what he's talking about, because he says it's gonna be like Nier 1.5 or whatever. Or Nier square root of 1.5, whatever that number was, like 1.125, whatever. So it's totally possible that in the remake you'll play as all three of the characters. Which would actually be somewhat interesting, because that would, oh, fuck. I dodged right into it, and I took no damage. Because that would actually make it, that would make it a very worthwhile sequel then, because if you get different insights... Because then you'd play route A as Nier, and then you'd play route B as Kaine with the extra dialogue, and then I don't know, maybe Emil has some other shit going down too, where he's talking to his sister or whatever in his head. That could work. That could actually work, and that might actually be the best way to handle a remake, where you actually got to fully realize it because you had a budget.
Truly a nightmare I hope never to experience.
Just like you could just like you could give this a budget.
I hear you.
That could work. I think that would be a good thing, actually. It'd be a really good addition. Imagine weapon grinding for all 3 characters. They solved that problem in NIER Automata by just having, like, the weapons are usable by every character. Like, they're just usable by everything. Is this different? Oh, this must be backstory. This is like pre-NIER, I think. Like this is like, I don't know, 1,000 years ago or whatever. Yeah, Red Dragon falls from the heavens, and that memory has been lost, yeah. So this is where you start getting backstory on... You start getting backstory on NIER. Sorry, Drakengard. So there's a bunch of shit that's, like, not really explained in this, I think. It's more explained in, like, Grimoire and NIER, I think. Because there's, like... so there's, like, shades... But there's also things called Legion, I think. I think they're called Legion. It's basically like your choices are when you get white chlorination syndrome. So if you get infected with white chlorination syndrome, your choices are to join, basically make a pact with this guy and become Legion, which is like those red-eyed monsters. Or you die. So the big tree is basically this giant supercomputer that contained details of the world before, yeah. What was the color of the lost envy? Green? Yeah, who cares, yeah. Did we do this already? She had 23 friends, yeah. Yona. My son Jonas. You could make that segment better in the remake, and I hope they do, because it's kind of boring just having a big text wall. I actually hope that they include... Like, unironically, I hope they include stuff like... stuff that's in, like, Grimoire and NIER, because it's kind of important to the backstory. And it's... I really dislike... when like really fundamental story stuff is like put in external media, basically. So you have stuff like, I don't know how to describe it. What's a good example? Oh, Dead Rising 2. Really good example is Dead Rising 2. So in Dead Rising, there's the canon timeline of the games is Dead Rising 2 Case 0, Dead Rising 2, Dead Rising 2 Case West, and then Dead Rising 3 and 4, right? But Case 0 doesn't really tell you anything like fundamental to the story or anything. It's kind of just like, okay, whatever, right? But there is a Dead Rising 2 prequel comic that helps bridge the gap between Dead Rising and Dead Rising 2. Like, the comic starts legitimately, like, right where overtime mode ends. Where Frank's, like, screaming on the tank. The comic starts there, and it gives you insight into Chuck and how Chuck's wife gets bitten and stuff. And it's like, that's great, and that should be in the game, but it's not in the game. So if you're interested in the full Dead Rising 2, like, Dead Rising and Dead Rising 2 story, you gotta go read a fucking comic book. And I hate that shit. And it's kind of the same way with, like, the NIER and Drakengard series. Because so much of it gets fleshed out in, like, light novels and stuff that's basically not really Japan only, but mostly Japan only. Like, I think there's, like, 2 or 3 for Drakengard, and NIER has at least 1, like, with Grimoire and NIER. So there's a lot to take in, and it'll be nice if they make it so that, you know, it's all in the game, because that's all I want. I want it all in the game. I want to, like, I want in this remake, I want a fucking cutscene of fucking an F-15 shooting down Kaim and the dragon, okay? I want that cutscene. And I want to see a bunch of guys turning into fucking salt. Like, I want to see it. I don't want to have to, like, look up some book. You know? I don't have to, like, get some book that was probably translated by some guy who translated it badly or didn't get, like, the nuance of it. I want an official translation. It's like Team Fortress 2's story. I suppose, but Team Fortress 2 is, like... On a fundamental level, Team Fortress 2 is just like a... Like, it's literally a red versus blue team, right? And I'm okay with that. Like, it didn't need a story. The fact that they gave it a story is probably fun for the fans, right?
Where'd they go?
Damn, is this the brothers? They're real mad. These guys are just trying to live their fucking lives, dude. Are we gonna die, Mom? Oh my god. Yeah, here it is.
There's something over there.
Wait. Do shades grow up? I guess the replicants grow up, so shades must too, right? This is so terrible. Like, this is definitely worse than Drakengard. Because in Drakengard, it was just, like, wanton murder. But you were killing bad dudes. This is legitimately, like, horrible. Good luck understanding the Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 plot without the side game. Yeah, that sucks. It's like the Team Fortress 2 story, it's only explained in the comics, yeah. I hate that. It's the same thing with, I mentioned this in my old video on Castlevania Lords of Shadow and Lords of Shadow 2. It's called Lords of Shadow 2, but it's like basically like Lords of Shadow like 3.5. Because you have to play Mirror of Fate, and you need like a bunch of the DLCs as backstory, right? Oh, the fucking robot can talk to the shades. I'm Khalil. What's your name? Okay.
Military defense robot.
Military defense robot. The year was like 2000 whatever, and we made shitty robots that look like that for defensive purposes.
You are an intruder. You must be eliminated. Error. There is something leaking from
No,
your
God, he's
eyes.
crying.
What is crying?
Who's mom? Team Fortress isn't renowned for its story. It doesn't matter at all. That's true. It's all extra. But when you have a game that has a story and it's important to the canon and it's like extra, it really sucks.
Is also dead.
Is that your dog barking? No, probably not. I don't have a dog.
Perished hundreds of years ago. 874 years.
Damn, dude.
10 months, 14 days.
Well, I guess you can calculate that on the fly.
43 minutes.
Are you lonely?
I am incapable of being lonely, or missing others, or crying.
Killing bad dudes and some kids that cried for their mothers? Yeah. Apparently.
You.
Well, yeah. Conscripts or whatever.
Why will they kill you? I will not permit the humans to kill Khalil.
I think NIER's story stands on its own for the most part. I would agree with that mostly, but there's a lot of backstory that would be nice to have. Like, I would appreciate a more direct bridge to Drakengard, like, show it. The extra Drakengard canon stuff is neat, but it hardly matters. It's pretty important to the backstory, though. Like, it's like the whole...
P-33 will defend Khalil.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Like, the whole, like, NIER going to go get his daughter back from the Shadow Lord is fine. And the extra Drakengard cannon stuff is neat, but it doesn't really matter. Do I agree with that? I think I mostly agree with it. Because you don't really find out about the Drakengard cannon stuff until, like, the very end of the game.
Yeah, but I don't know how
I mean, it's kind of like a what the fuck moment, right?
Oh wow!
But once you know that, it, like, recontextualizes everything. And you can't go back to not knowing that, so it's kind of like...
I'm fine.
Uh-oh, he killed his brother?
no.
Huh?
He got his brother killed. His name is Beepy. He got his brother killed because he was just a big wingnut. His brother saved him trying to protect him.
Jacob! Jacob, no! No, this can't
And
be
to deal with it, he decided he was going to kill robots? Is that what this is? He's going to blame that robot even though it wasn't his fault? And also he ripped his brother's arm off, which is kind of hilarious. It's like Automata. You don't really need to know about NIER to understand and appreciate that game. It's true. But again, like the thing is, like, once you're telling me stuff like this though, I kind of want to know more though. I want to have those bridges. Like, honestly, it'd be nice to have a little more... I don't know how you do it, but it would be nice to have a little more of, like, past NIER, like original NIER. I think that would be interesting. Like, because you have that intro bit in the beginning, and you're like, well, what the fuck is the point of this? Was it just a dream? I mean, I guess you could... You could have, like, optional dream sequences or something, right?
One intruder has perished.
Oh, the stream is kind of early. The stream is very early because I forgot to stream last night. So this is a little bonus stream to catch up. They seemed nice. Oh boy. Oh boy.
The junk heap. Perhaps we should speak to the brothers.
This is very atypical. I don't usually stream Sunday, but it's because we fucked up. I slept through the stream day.
Hello again.
I just want to destroy robots. Do we not already have this weapon? Okay, that's fucking hilarious. That's pretty funny, actually. I like that. That makes me happy. That they acknowledge it, that it's like, wait a second, we already have this. It's like, oh, don't worry about it, it's fine. So it should be upgraded too, right? Yeah, it is. That makes me happy. It would 100% be nice to have some more ties, but I get why they wouldn't want to. Plus, if anything, it rewards the player investment in the story and universe. True. I mean, like I said, I'd like it. I think it would be nice to have. Even if it was just optional. Like, I don't know, make me go out of my way for it in, like, New Game Plus or something. I think it'd be cool to have... Like, you have, like, that optional NIER... the intro section where you're beating people up with a pipe in NIER, right? It would be nice for more stuff like that, even if it was just optional. Or maybe make it like a sub-campaign or something, or like... Maybe, like, I don't know, like, you know Yoko Taro likes to have, like, multiple passes of the game and stuff. So maybe you could do, like... I'm trying to think. Maybe you could have... That would take a lot of resources, but you could, like, rebuild. Like, imagine... I'm trying to think of how you do this. So imagine you do, like, campaign 1 as like this, like, do, like, this campaign, like, 1-to-1. And then you do Kaine's campaign, and then you do Emil's campaign. And then what if you did, like, a 4th campaign where it was, like, past NIER? Like, past NIER, where he's going through the world before it's fucking ruined, you know? Like, that would be kind of cool. Because then you could have, like, like, more context for the world. And you'd still be able to keep, like, the same bullshit, like, NIER running around looking like a doofus. And the attacks and stuff would all be the same. And then you could just have it be... You could just have it end when NIER gets split into the Shadow Lord or whatever. Like, that would be cool. I think that's very ambitious, and I would not expect that. But a guy can hope. A guy can fucking dream. Oh god, this place is a fucking maze. I guess we go to the right. Yeah. A guy can dream. Deep, he could have taken pity on the human child, but we are the real monsters. We are the real monsters. Well, we would be the shades, so our bodies would be the real monsters, yeah. Our bodies got sentience and decided they were just gonna fucking kill everything, because fuck you, idiot. It's my body now, bitch! There's a shade inside you right now. I live every day in constant fear. There's a shade inside of me. Terradol is just screaming. It's true. If we're going by NIER canon, it's true. Don't press the circle button. Wes, whatever you do, don't press that circle button. We don't want to have to redo this for no fucking reason. Because it was a Taro moment. Huh. Just have the thing be one way. They'll love it. They'll fucking love it, dude. The minecarts, they're one way only. They'll fucking love it. If they press circle, that's their fucking fault. Okay, here we go. Do not press circle. Double jump. There we go. Hey, Kaine. Nice of you to show up. Wait, what did I have to do? Wait, I have to get, like, metal alloy or some shit, don't I? It must be in here. I must not have to, like... memory alloy or something? Remember, jump. No circle button, yeah. I'm pretty sure I just have to kill these things. Yeah. Spears are pretty good. Phoenix Spear's a pretty good weapon, you guys. Who would have guessed? And the funny thing is, it's not like I earned this by, like, doing side quests or anything. I, like, literally just bought this with money from... that I sold all my random materials that I had. And this isn't even upgraded at all. This is level 1. So, you that's pretty fucking funny, actually. You can go through all this effort to get, like, a bunch of weapon upgrades. And they're, like, all fucking useless. Do I have to go this way? I kind of have a feeling I can just go this way. Call it a hunch. Go press the circle button. The kids will love it. Yeah, exactly, dude. They'll fucking love it. The Americans, they will love it. You press the buttons once you play the game. It is perfect. C'est parfait. I mean, do I just need one memory alloy? What's my quest? Current goal, it doesn't say. Quests. All quests. Completed, incomplete. How is NIER 1 compared to NIER 2? Automata? I would say this one's clunkier, for sure. I think it has better characters, though. Like, you kind of play in this one more for the story. The gameplay's not as refined, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe. I enjoy it. I enjoyed this quite a bit. This is a lot more stylistic, I guess, than NIER Automata. NIER Automata is more what you'd, I guess it's more what you'd consider like a traditional action game. This has a lot more... We've been calling them Taro moments. It's just a little weird and stylistic at times. Which could be very off-putting to you. But I personally think it's pretty good. Like, the first time I played this, I dropped it. And I think I appreciate it more. I don't know why I dropped it. I think something else came out at the same time. I still don't know why I dropped it. But I stopped playing it for some reason. Automata plays like a smoother version of this. I feel like it's not totally true, though. Like, one of the things that Automata does is it, like, goes... It goes like side-scroller sometimes, but it doesn't really do anything crazy. Although I guess it does have shoot-'em-up sections. Because this has some weird stuff, like... I'm supposed to go down the hole. Do I have enough memory alloy? This is the question. NIER 1 is like a top 20? Damn, dude. I'm enjoying it, for sure. Like, I don't think I would have enjoyed it, honestly. I legitimately don't think I would have enjoyed it as much. I think that's all I needed. I must have just needed the one memory alloy, right? Is there like a key items or something? Oh. Key items. I guess it's not considered a key item. Whatever. We'll see if I got it or not. He said he needed a memory alloy. Can't wait for the remaster to come to Steam. I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, we're just talking about that because it says it's like a, I don't know, 1 point square root 5 or whatever. 1 point square root of 5. What's a ship?
A large seagoing vessel that carries freight and passengers over bodies of water.
You're so great, BP. Oh my god.
You have taught me much, Khalil. You have helped to expand my vocabulary. You have instructed me.
NIER is certainly unique, yeah, it definitely is. Watching a Dead Rising put your money where your mouth is streams. Is it true that there's a guy that created a Dead Rising guide only recommending handguns? Yes. The Brady Games Guide. Fucking, what's his name? Greg? He strongly recommended you use handguns throughout the game. Which is just the worst fucking advice ever. But I think myself and the others in the stream concluded that he was probably on a, we were gonna give him the benefit of a doubt and assume he was on a really tight timeline. Like, he had to get the game done very quickly. And write the guide and stuff, because it's not very comprehensive at all. So I assume they had some really tight deadline and some kind of obligation to get it done. And the Brady Games strategy guide is not very good at all, for sure. Is this good enough? Okay. That's good. So that's all we had to do. That's really convenient, because that went significantly faster than the first time I did it, because I was fucking in there for a long time. But I assume that's because there's an achievement for this where you have to basically speedrun. And you have to beat, like, I guess the first route, like, ending A. You have to get the first ending in under 8 hours, which is... You can't really dick around at all. You kind of gotta fucking hoof it. I mean, I think the speed run. I think the NIER speed run is like 3 hours. So if you kind of haul ass and you don't fuck around too much, you can probably get it done pretty quick. Counterattacks tutorial. Still unlocking fucking tutorials now. The Light of Prometheus. Oh, is he part of it? Is he legitimately like the Prometheus from NIER Automata? Like that big ass when you have two guys like beating the shit out of each other, like the two giant robots? Is that him? Or I guess it. P3 whatever. Let's get out of here. Callie and BP, best friends. Best friends. Nothing bad will ever happen to those two. Ha! Ha 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 ha. Nothing could ever stop this friendship. How can you beat it in 8 hours when there's a 5-year time skip? Yeah. Oops, all decimals. Yeah, I don't know why the fuck they made it. You don't name your shit that, okay? You should just name it NIER. You call it NIER Remaster or whatever. Just call it fucking NIER. You know what's really annoying is when you're trying to look up stuff for NIER, like this NIER, and you type in like NIER weapons or whatever, it brings up like NIER Automata, like 90% of the fucking results, which sucks ass, because it makes it really hard to find info on like NIER, because obviously NIER is or NIER Automata is way more popular, because 2B's got a fat ass.
Hey.
Yeah, you're going to the area. Yeah. We haven't actually heard a lot from what's his name yet. Tyron. Black Tyranno. Not sure if it is, but basically the gist is that P33 doesn't die, but breaks out and explores the world in honor of his friend Khalil.
The area.
That's cool. That's actually cool. Cool lore. Maybe he's like the if they're calling him Prometheus, I guess he's probably like the progenitor of the modern machine in NIER Automata. Because he's obviously got some level of sentience. And obviously the robots in NIER Automata have some level of sentience too. Got guys like Pascal. Poor Pascal. Yeah, I do hope they actually make it like, I do hope they take the good shit from this. Take the good shit from this and then hopefully expand upon it. If they're gonna bother remaking it, I hope they expand upon it. Do we know what studio's making it? Because Cavia's fucking gone, so it's not gonna be Cavia. I wonder who owns the IP. Because obviously Yoko Taro owns it, but well, he must own it, or at least I don't know. Because he wasn't. So Cavia owned the IP, I'm sure, because they made Drakengard 2 without Yoko Taro. Because Yoko Taro was busy doing something else, I think.
I cannot fathom that village opening a mercantile. They must have truly
I'm just thinking,
opened
like,
their minds.
someone must have bought it once Cavia went under.
You think so? I have my doubts.
Yeah, Royal Fern. That was rare.
Aren't you glad to be going back home?
The other robots the factory produces follow him. That's what led to the automatons leaving and inheriting the Earth over 8,000 years. Yeah, that makes sense.
Me taken care of. Worry about protecting yourself.
So basically, this side quest is the single most important event for Automata's story. That's pretty hilarious. Oh. Here's Tyron screaming at us. This is okay. So this is probably like the single most important thing for Kaine's backstory for this playthrough, because this is her hometown. I'm back and ready to watch Papa NIER run across the grasslands for the 50th time. Oh. Oh, is this like Contact? I'm like, what is this? Do they have COVID? Oh. they know that NIER's coming. I'm coming.
He will kill us all. He will kill our women and children.
What should we do? What can we do?
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
Oh, did that happen in the first one? Did Kaine say that the first time we came to the area? It's funny because this is a NIER Automata too, actually. If you go to Emil's place, you can find Kaine's house there. Because Kaine and Emil were good friends. And he was a good friend. I'm back and ready to watch Papa NIER run across the grasslands for the 50th time. You know what's fucking funny about that, Dave? Is I think for one of the achievements in NIER, you have to kill like 100 sheep. And there is like no reasonable way to do it than just to run back and forth between those grasslands like a shitload and kill those sheep. So this time we won't dick around running around the area, we'll just run over here right away. NIER's the fucking Doom guy of this universe, he is. He really is. And it's even funnier when you, like, when you get the context that, like, the Shadow Lord is, like, the king of the shades. And his replicant is going around murdering everybody. It's like, that's not a good look for you. It's not a good look for your king. Any games that have made you rage? Hundreds. Thousands, even. There's plenty. Plenty of them. Do I talk to this guy or what?
I'd almost...
Who do I talk to here?
Yo.
Acts of beheading. All of these weapons suck. And you suck as a result.
Man, how...
Hey!
Oh. Was I supposed to talk to the... Am I actually supposed to talk to the elder? I must be talking to the elder.
What's up?
Whatever. I must actually have to run to the elder. You know what? You're probably supposed to do this, like, do any shopping you need to do before you do this shit. Because now I have to go up and talk to the elder. Yeah. I guess I can go here anytime, but... This, you lose access to the area after this part, so I don't know. You must have to do this. Anything here. Enemy of the Shepherd confirmed. 100 sheep kills sounds pretty rough. I think it legit is just, like, kill 100 sheep. And if it is legitimately, like, just kill 100 sheep, you may as well just do it at the beginning of the game. Because as the game goes on, the sheep become less and less plentiful. So you may as well just, like, as soon as you get control of NIER, run around killing 100 sheep. Sounds fucking great to me. Yeah, I have to go talk to the dude over here. Chosen One, wow, I'm coming! Chosen One, I'm coming! Oh god, it's funny. Fucking, we should do a watch party of, whatever. Kung Pao. I also really like that Emil Kinase plays an Automata. I have no idea if I've actually seen it though, and I didn't know about it at the time. You would have seen it. You would have seen it because it's covered in lunar tears. It's like underground and covered in lunar tears. And yeah, like it's like a legit like 1-to-1 of Kaine's little hut. Where are we going? Down. We gotta go down. Fuck, the area is such a pain in the ass to navigate. Who designed this shit? Yoko Taro. Where are the handrails? This is not safe. You could have just built these houses in, like, the fucking plains area. Yeah, there's gonna be, like a lot of the achievements in this are just, like, legit. Talk about, like, Dead Rising 2, and, like, Dead Rising 2 having grindy achievements. NIER's got the fucking big daddy of all those grindy achievements, dude. Damn, that girl's not wearing pants, is she? Oh, no. No, she isn't. Those aren't pants, those are leggings. Emil.
Look out. This man is a shade.
Is he? It's a trap!
I thought as much.
That guy's gonna come.
What? I got bored.
1,000 apologies. We were distracted by the local welcoming party.
Mind if I
Wait,
join
I also just remember that they made some NIER dungeons in FF14. I should play that while it's still temporarily free to play. Oh, the NIER Automata dungeons? Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna even fight? Oh, it's so you can get 2B's costume, right?
Some are still human, so be careful.
Like, you get 2B's outfit from it? That's pretty hilarious. That sounds right up Final Fantasy XIV's user base's alley, you know? The fucking waifus and the ERP on Bahamut. I fucking played FF14 for like, I don't know, a couple weeks, maybe. It was no more than a month, because I used my free trial and I quit. But like, I just remember I like went on the general one time and I was like, hey, what server should I aim for? And they're like, do not go on Bahamut. Whatever you fucking do not go on Bahamut.
Get out of here!
Hey, you know what? That
I'm not going to
that kind of
abandon my sister.
emulates the other thing with the shade, right? That we just saw. Whereas like the mommy shade and the daughter shade or the kid shade.
This woman's a shade.
Laura Bailey is Kaine. Interesting. So remember that they made some new dungeons? Yeah, read that already. Vice is Liam O'Brien. Yeah.
No!
We were talking about that. I guess in the case of NIER, at least you're encouraged to do multiple New Game Plus runs, unless the kill count resets, in which case, fuck that.
You people are the true monsters!
So I think what...
Stay back. Your sister is one of them now.
I don't care! She's my sister and I
Like, if I'm gonna route it out, I'm probably just gonna be like, kill the sheep now. Because you have to do, you basically will want to do all the quests in one playthrough. So what you'll do is you'll, like, 100% everything. So you'll get all the achievements. As many achievements as you can, doing, like, A, B, C, and D. Those playthroughs. And I don't know if you know this, Dave. But when you do ending D, and it's the same in Automata, it wipes your save file.
Stop it! Don't hurt my sister!
But there is also the speedrun achievement. So what I would do is I would get all the achievements, do ending D, wipe my save file, and then I would do the speedrun achievement. Because at that point you probably know NIER pretty well. But you should be able to get all the achievements in one playthrough. Alright, the shades are talking now.
Kaine, look out!
They want to kill me.
Kill them! Kill them now!
Oh.
No! You've got to stop this!
The villagers are, like, you saying kill them?
The shades! Please!
They're probably talking about us.
Emil,
Not the shades, right? That makes, yeah. It's very interesting how it, like, recontextualizes everything. Oh, here's Tyron being a dickhead again.
Is it my turn now? Are you sure about that, sunshine?
Is this why you have to fight so many goddamn shades? Because you have to let the text run in New Game Plus? That's pretty hilarious. Yeah. So it turns out that it wasn't they weren't talking about the shades. They were talking about me! And my murder. The villagers are under attack over there. Oh, are they? So I have to go over there. Can I talk to her? Can I touch your butt? Emil, watch over
I
Kaine.
blame you for all this!
Kaine died again. Kaine is a fucking jobber in this, dude. 2B is for femdom RP only. Jesus Christ. Is this the right way? Fuck, how do I get over there? Is that right? Where am I going? Who am I?
Get them!
Who am I? Where am I? When you do ending D, it wipes your save file. Thank you for convincing me to never ever play Automata. Dude, it's great. You do a fun little shoot 'em up section where you destroy the credits. It's fucking amazing. Yeah, like that, honestly, I didn't even care that it wiped my save file. That was like one of the best moments I ever played a game. It was like one of the greatest endings ever. I didn't care that it fucking erased my save file. I'll just play it again. Who gives a fuck? And if you want to cheese it, you just fucking back up your save to the cloud. It's no big deal. You got PS Plus. The only thing that they fear is you, Nearman. We aren't shades, are we though? Damn, this guy's tough. He can stand up to my Phoenix Spear. That's my husband. I was the baddie? Are we the baddies? We're the baddies? Kaine died again. Yeah, she got fucking laid out like a second time. It happens a lot, actually, which is pretty fucking funny. The writing and localization in this game is on point. Yeah, it's pretty good. You're best off on the low population servers because holy shit are some people fucking dumb in that game. I'd rather deal with a few idiots than a lot of them. It's so fucking funny, Dave. Yeah, I just like, whatever you do not go on Bahamut. It's like, okay. DC Douglas is Noir, who played Wesker. That's funny.
Is this beast a shade as well?
That thing sucked up the villagers.
Stop! We killed them all! I can't!
So I wonder, does Emil know? Would Emil know? Would Emil know that they're bad dudes? I know I can back up my save, but what if I didn't already know? It sounds so discouraging to lose all your data like that. I think it's opt-in. I think in Automata you can choose to. But what happens is, like, it's really fucking hard to beat that shoot-'em-up section. I would say, like, borderline impossible.
Is this the true power of the shades?
But what happens is when you say, listen, erase my save file, you get a bunch of helpers, and I think it saves your, and I think what happens is your little ship that you're shooting with can appear in other people's games. So you basically sacrifice your playthrough so that you can help other people, which was, like, really fucking cool.
Wait, stop! I think those
Are they people?
Hold nothing back. There's a shade.
They're not people! They're people! No, they're not! Kill them anyways! Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Oh shit, I'm almost dead. You heard Grimoire Vice. They're shades, they ain't people. Surrounding tentacles deflect magic. You're stuck in here with me. I will kill the ghost children, but it won't be child murder since they're already dead. That's a good question. Do they count as being kids?
Such agility.
Can I just, like, ice this fucking guy?
Now, focus your magic on the beast's
Shit. Do I have enough to kill it? Probably not. Yes. Kaine is totally a jobber. She really is. She just gets fucking, like, laid out at every opportunity. And she just doesn't die. NieR Automata's endgame is a real treat. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I had a good time. Emil doesn't because he ain't a shade, but Kaine does because she has the shade arm, yeah. So I guess the question is, did she tell Emil in one of their campfire sessions? Oh, dude, if it's opt-in, then it's perfectly fine. And sacrificing your own playthrough to help others is pretty sick. If that's the case, then it's fine. Yeah, it's probably better than it initially sounded. It's like, oh yeah, you lose your save file. In this, you just lose your save file. Oh wait, what the fuck? Encoding overloaded. Is the stream still fine? Oh, I dropped some frames. I'm gonna stop my local recording then. You have to tell me if there's an error with the stream. Vice already said it. Shades don't count as people. Actually, hang on a second. I'm gonna check. Oh, it looks like it's fine. It looks like it's still going. Okay, never mind. I just had a little error in OBS. It's like, okay. Oh, attack it from above. Right. Emil! You keep it busy. I got some stuff to take care of. I don't even think Vice knows until Popola tells him. I think that's weird, because, like Vice is, I don't know, Vice has no memories, I guess, which is kind of like a plot device, but on some level, he must know, because his whole purpose is to, like, reunite the Gestalts and the Shades, or the Gestalts and the Replicants with, like, together, right, to bring humans back. Kinda makes s'mores with a meal. They're too poor to talk about something that fucked up. I'd imagine so. I mean, that's the thing about Kaine. She's got a lot of depth of character, even though she presents herself as being like a huge bitch. But she's got a lot more depth than that. She just has a gruff exterior. Just like NIER has a gruff exterior, because he just wants to save his daughter. / son Jonas. Okay.
Did we get it? It is escaping to the inner
You got your inner level right here.
I'm coming. Gotta catch.
Please don't say that, Emil. You're just a little boy.
Carefully, Emil. It won't help anyone if we lose you.
Yeah,
here.
meanwhile, Kaine's just been laying down on the ground for like half an hour. It's good, yeah. I don't know. I dropped a couple frames, so I don't know. It said my encoding overloaded, so just like fuck it. I'll just turn my recording off.
We beat the hell out of that thing. How can it still
Great
move?
question.
Its combined powers are beyond even my greatest suspicion.
You got your combined powers right here. Suck my dark lance!
Unless we slay the core, all hope is
Man,
lost.
where are these tentacles coming from? Oh look, more guys for me to fucking destroy. I may as well just kill that thing. Should I have my words? What are my words? Yeah. That would make a lot of sense. No, I want Dark Lance. Oops. Yeah, so when I started like New Game Plus, it didn't fucking change anything. Do I care about that? Magic cost. Yeah. Gebuloth Lugza sounds good to me. That was Ulioth. Armor break plus 30%. I want the attack power one. Wait, is there no physical attack? I want the attack power one. Like, this whole time I've been using, like, fucking nothing. Okay, whatever. Can I get more magic cost downs? Whatever was that? EXP rate? Fine. Let me guess. Yep. MP recovery rate plus 25. Sure. Yeah, that should make things better than what it was. I haven't seen any issues with the stream at all. Yeah, it says 187 dropped frames. And considering we should be streaming at like at least 30 FPS, 187 frames is like less than is like what? It's like less than 3 seconds. Or I guess it is 3 seconds. 3 seconds across like however long it's been so far. You're not dead yet? Boop. Let me give you the old boop.
I'm on it.
Oh, fuck. Hopefully that's enough. Yep, because we're OP. Vice already said it. Shades don't count as people. They don't count. Are we gonna gig a drill break? I guess so. Kaine is like if Zero from Drakengard 3 was an actual character, not a Cold Steel CO. Yes. Actually, yes. Which is hilarious. Because I don't hate Zero as a character, but it's just like, there's like no nuance to her character. It's literally like, yeah, I'm gonna swear a lot, and I'm gonna talk about like, fucking these guys. That's just how it is. Is this woman asleep? No, this woman is deceased. That's right. Oh, it's the best part's coming up. Where Grimoire Vice says, thick head. Took a while, but as soon as I got a flashlight, I was able to open the 360's disc tray right away. Nice, dude. 360 is not usually good for the manual open. That's true. Manual opens are usually not good. Like, the sliding disc tray is nice because it's really sleek. Like, it's obviously a lot sleeker. As, like, a design feature. But, like, the pop-top lids are usually better. Because even if, like, the hinge breaks, it still closes, right? So you can still use it. I'll take it for what it is, yeah. I mean, it sucks, like... I mean, how old's 360? 360 is, like, 2008. So it's, like, what? Like, 12 years old? That's the big problem with consoles, right? Is like the older they get, the more likely they are to break down, and the more likely they are to break down, the worse it is, because you might just have to buy a new console and hope that that one works. That's gonna suck ass if you want to play like old PS3 games and stuff, which is why, honestly, like unironically, I hope like they keep pushing for backwards compatibility. Like if the PS5 comes out and it has PS4 backwards compatibility, that's a good start. But it'd be really nice to have like all the libraries available on one console. Poor Emil.
But you saved our...
Oh, never mind. The iron or the thick head is from the first part. Never mind. It's when you kill the titty lizard. Not when you killed Giant Eye. The ultimate coom is being deployed. I'm not even gonna try to do that. I can't do the hype moves from Tengen Top and Gurren Lagann. I just can't say them without sounding like a doofus. That's just me.
Don't look back.
Don't look back, Emil. Fuck all those people. Fuck that entire town. Fuck them. Sacrifice the shit out of those people for the Shadow Lord key. PS4 and PS3 at least, yeah. I mean, what would be really good is if, like, Sony developed, like, an official emulator that was like, hey, this is, like, the official Sony emulator. And it was, like, legit, and it worked really well, and it was, like, perfect. Like, that would be fucking awesome. Because then it's like, okay. Then it doesn't matter what platform it's on. Like, here, you get it on PC, here's the emulator. We're gonna keep upgrading it. We're gonna keep it, like, managed, so it's like, if you buy, like, a PSN thing, you can use it on this emulator. Like, that would be the ideal. And I honestly don't know why more companies haven't just, like, made a proprietary emulator. Because, like, once your platform is, like, dead, like, once the, like, you're not making money off of PS2 sales anymore, right? So it would be really smart to, like, be like, okay, we have all these fucking games that are still good, but we don't have any hardware to play them on. So let's release an official emulator that people can, like, have their PSN account, like, log into the emulator, and then pay $10 for, like, God Hand or whatever, and then they're able to play God Hand on their PC. Yeah, like, that shit would be fucking awesome. But nobody does it. Nobody fucking does it. These are great ideas. I guess the worry is that people will pirate or something if you make an emulator, but it's eventually going to be the only way to play these games, unless they keep getting ported. And, like, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of ports, because it's like, I own a copy of God Hand. I own a copy of all these other games, and it's like, I don't want to buy another port just because, you know, I just don't want to buy another port because I don't want to have to buy another port just because. For pop-top lids more than the mechanical ones, they all break down eventually, yeah. Any kind of moving parts will break down, which sucks. Even the VCR style NES will typically have problems, yeah. I had to replace mine. Cause what happens is you put the card in on the NES and you push it down. And when you push it down, it bends the pins. So what I did is I bought this it's like a different tray. It's basically it's still a front-loading NES, but you don't push the console down again. So you don't push the console down. You don't push the cart down, you just, like, pop it in straight away. I forgot what it's called. It's some proprietary thing, but I did that. And it works pretty good. Because I was having a lot of problems. Like, I tried everything in the book. Like, supposedly you can, like, put it in a pot. Like, you can take your 72 pin connector and, like, put it in a pot of water and boil it. I tried that. Didn't fucking work. And, like, you can bend the pins back manually and it didn't work. So, like, this way it's just, like, it'll eventually stop working. At some point it'll stop working, but for now it works pretty well. But there's just like issues with carts anyways, right? The king is getting married, so we gotta go. I think it's this way, right? Kind of sucks that you can't do these in any order you want. Like, it'd be nice if it was just like, here, go get the keys. I want to do facade first. No, Emil, you did the right thing. They were all cunts, yeah. Don't worry, Emil. You were just following in your Big Daddy NIER's footsteps, okay? We're gonna kill everybody. We're gonna kill everybody. Give me 6 shots of whiskey and I'll stream Giga Troll Breaker. I can't do it. I've never been that way in public. And the stream is honestly, the stream is probably the most talkative I ever am. I'm not like a super outgoing guy, but you gotta be on the stream, man. Because it's just me sitting here in a room alone. Talking about thick heads. You know, just how it is. Wish Sony would at least include PS1 disc compatibility for every console, since it's got to be really cheap. But the PS4 can't even play music CDs, so who the fuck knows? Yeah, exactly. It's just like, fuck, dude. Make it happen. Holy fuck, I one-shotted this thing. Remember when these things gave you trouble? Me neither. Phoenix Spear, baby. Yoink. I always saw this scene as NIER talking out of his ass to comfort Emil. He knows that it was wrong, and a massive cat calls him a casualty, but at this point he's in too deep to let himself think about it. I think the thing is, like, he's just, like, all he lived for was Yona, right? Like, that was literally his purpose in life, was to, like, provide for his daughter. And everything he was doing was a means to an end to, like, protect Yona and to make sure Yona was safe. And then that got taken away from him. So he could basically, like, went, like, insane. Basically insane. Like, he held it together, but he fucking broke. And I was like, okay, fuck this shit. I'm gonna kill everyone. Oh, look. I was right. No, brother. They can't defeat these humans in direct combat. I know they can learn to live alongside others. Oh, we're getting a flashback? Oh, I guess not yet. I always saw the scenes there. The pirate already. They pirate already, so they're just losing money. Yeah, well, it would be nice. Like, it would be nice for, like, an official set of Nintendo emulators that it's like, hey, you bought...
Scorpions look kind of like shrimp.
Like, it's like, okay, you bought Super Metroid, right? Here's the Nintendo, the official Nintendo Super Nintendo emulator, so you can play Super Metroid. They will never do that. You know why? It's because they want to sell you Super Metroid 30 fucking times. They'll be doing it for the next 30 years, I guarantee you. Every time there's a new platform, they will release a new, like, Super Metroid on it, and they'll release Mario, Super Mario, and Mario 64, and whatever they can get away with, because they want to make money. And everyone is gonna keep buying it, because they're like, oh, Super Mario 64 is super good, I'll buy it. But it's like, it'd be so nice if it was just like, here's the official Sony emulator, you buy it once. That's how you win the fucking console war, dude. And that would, I really think they should do it. I think it'd be a great thing for them. Because Sony, everyone knows Sony's hemorrhaging money, and the only, like, real profitable department is the games department. So anything you can do to continue to make money would be a fucking good thing. For some, that's cost, for others, it's availability. Yeah, well, it's like, we talk about Rule of Rose a lot in that regard, right? There's no feasible way for you to play Rule of Rose. The feasible way for you to play Rule of Rose, I think it's up to like $400 now, is you go on eBay and you throw down $400 and you buy a copy. Or you emulate it. Like, those are the only ways to play Rule of Rose. So, you're basically, your hands are tied, right?
Yeah.
So your hands are tied. You either play ball and like get it officially by buying it by some scalper on eBay, or you you quote unquote break the law by doing something, by getting something that by getting a product that they're not really officially supporting and are not making available to you. You know, it's kind of like, it's kind of shitty. New God Hand tech is out. Wait, what? Heavily agree about official emulators on PC, but it's still such a dirty concept to companies. The devs that made the Mega Man collections wanted to use an emulator, but Capcom said no. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, well, people, it's because people bitch about emulators, right? Like, I think, what's the guy's name? The guy who does reviews on the couch. Like, Ashens or whatever? What the fuck? Yeah, I think it was Ashens. He reviewed, like, the Neo Geo Gold, and he's, like, going on about everything, and he's like, oh, and it's bloody emulated. And I'm like, yeah, of course it's emulated. Like, what, did you expect them to get these big-ass fucking MVS cards? Of course it's gonna be fucking emulated. Like, emulation is not that bad. It's if you have really bad emulation that it's a problem. But if you put work into it and make the emulation good, it's fucking fine.
Forgive my...
Oh yeah, it's Fedra.
You have grown into a fine kind.
Pleased to meet
Thank you.
How can we...
Okay, so we're doing this thing. We already saw this. Nintendo just straight up sells ROMs. Yeah, they sold ROMs that had the fucking INES header, which means other people ripped them, which is what's so fucking funny about it. I guess part of that is that companies want to resell the same games on every platform. Nintendo is pretty awful about it. Oh, here. One of our brothers is caught in a human trap. Oh god, dude. Why would they hunt us? Oh my god. Are we the baddies? Are we the baddies? Nintendo was especially awful about it. Hilariously, Microsoft seems to be the most customer friendly. Yeah. Well, Microsoft has probably got the most money in the bank, I'd imagine. You're killing all these fucking wolves. Now this, like, whatever, fucking alpha dog's gonna have a big mind break. They killed my friends, I'm gonna kill them. No, my brother, we dare not. Is this some fucking Lion King type shit? Yeah, it's great. What's worth noting is that after learning the truth about Shades, he hesitates to kill the Shadow Lord. Well, it's like it's him, right? What's up, bitch? And everyone will keep buying it, yeah. Endless trash. That's the problem, is like, they'll just keep buying it. Like, yeah, buy Super Metroid fucking 10 times on every platform. Like, no. Just buy it once. And emulate it. Like, in Canada, it's legal for me to take a... In Canada, I can, like, rip a ROM I own. Like, if I own a Super Nintendo cart, I can rip it. I can rip it and make a whatever the emulation file is. I can make one. As long as I don't distribute it. If I'd make it for my own personal use as a backup copy, totally fine. If I distribute it, it's illegal. That's how it works, right? A lot of folks don't understand these companies are not their friends yet. I think that's the thing, right? Like they sell you the idea that you're like they're your friend and they're making the content and stuff you like, but they're out there for your fucking bucks. That's all they care about. They couldn't give less of a shit. Like if you want like a new Mario RPG and they're not releasing it, well fuck you. Buy Color Splash. Buy Super Paper Mario Color Splash. The game nobody wanted and nobody asked for, you know? Yeah, here we go. Feel bad for these wolves. Feel bad for your toaster. But Rick, the hecking Nintendorino bros, they only want your money yet. People who simp for corporations are awful. I mean, I have companies I like. Like, listen, I like Capcom. But Capcom had some fucking bad years, dude. They had some bad years. And they've released some fucking terrible games over the years. And I've felt personally burned by it. But that's okay. That's okay. You live and you learn. Like, I wouldn't just blindly buy everything a company puts out. I'll look at it, try to look at it objectively. Try to look at it objectively. And, make decisions. Like, I'm not gonna buy fucking everything that From puts out, even though I like their games. That's just how it is. It's a catch-22. Pay $400 for a used copy of Rule of Rose or download it illegally for free. You can't win. Well, you can, because you'll just download it illegally for free. And nobody will give a shit, because, like, what? It's fucking... Who even made it? I think it was published by Atlas. Was Atlas gonna fucking sue you? I think if they actually tried to sue you and take you to court, you could be like, listen... They don't make it available for me publicly. I can't buy it even if I wanted to.
I'm kind of jealous. Aren't you kind of jealous, Kaine?
Well, I mean, you are winning the latter way, yeah. Right? Like, that's the thing, right? That's my thought process, right? And you can do something called, they call it like an eBay rental, where it's just like, you buy it, you play it, you beat it, and then you resell it. And in that scenario, you're literally losing money, because even if you sold it for the same amount you bought it for, eBay's gonna take their cut and PayPal's gonna take their cut. Which means you pretty much just, like, spent, I don't know, probably like $60 to rent it. To quote-unquote rent it and play it once. You're better off just getting a fucking emulator and doing it. Like, honestly. Like, if they released Rule of Rose on PSN for $10, I would say fucking buy it for $10. It's perfect. It's fine. But they don't have it. There's no option to do that. He mad as fuck. I'm gonna kill this bitch.
That wolf is a shade.
Whoa, you raped our forests. Fuck, dude. I should have killed it. God damn it! I was getting extra dialogue. I fucked up. Ashens is okay, but he's pretty stupid a lot of the time. It's a bloody emulator. No, really. If they rebuilt the games from the ground up, you'd pay top dollar. I mean, like, of course it was gonna be a fucking emulator. I fucked up. I should have watched the dialogue. But of course, like, anytime there's like a handheld system, like, of course it's gonna be an emulator. Like, I don't know what they're thinking. And it's like, yeah, you can judge it being an emulator, but he, like, completely just fucking throws it away. He's like, oh, it's an emulator, it's shit. It's like, yeah. I thought Capcom was my friend when they made RE2 Remake, and they betrayed me, I trust. Now, to be fair, the wolves express clear intelligence. Even the robots and Shades replicants. This ain't Detroit Become Human. That's true. And the wolves are technically a living thing, so that's fine. Wes and I are on the same page with our love-hate for Capcom. Then there's Ninja Theory, who are fucking garbage all of the time. This is true. So Sony, Atlas, and 505 Games all published Rule of Rose. It was a clusterfuck. Oh. Yeah, let me guess. It was Sony in Japan, Atlas in North America, and what is 505 like UK? Like, I know there was a big issue with it getting published in the UK. That would be a really interesting court case that could set quite the precedent. If the company is no longer printing the game, would the copyright expire sooner or later? I mean, they still own the IP, but it's like, can you really... Okay, so the whole thing would be damages, right? They'd have to prove that you effectively stole from them, or damaged, or, like, damaged them by taking this, right? So, A, like, the max they would penalize you for is, like, $60, because that's, like... Or, well, I guess in Canada, call it $79.99, which is, like, MSRP, right? So what would they do? Like, take you to court over a matter of $80? It's like, that's like some fucking Back to the Future 3 shit. He's like, killed over a matter of $80. Like, fuck no. Who gives a fuck? No company would bother for an individual. I know Nintendo took down a bunch of ROM sites, but that's because the ROM sites were... The ROM sites they targeted were making money off of it. They were either running ads on the site or doing something to make money off of it. And at that point, you can, like, be like, yes, these people are making money now. Those are legit damages. Because otherwise, if they didn't have these ROM sites available, they'd have to buy it from us. They just walked in. You're too good. Like seeing the wolf story, but man, it's pretty on the nose. Hans, are we the baddies? Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not surprised. Should I skip it? I'll just let it play out. I'll let it play out while I rant. The copyright will last for over 100 years. You can thank the mouse for that. That's true. But I think there is something to be said about availability. Like, if I can't get a copy, even though I want one, like, what's the fucking point of that shit? Just get me a fucking copy. Right, like Rule of Rose is a great example. Like, Rule of Rose is like the example. Because it's a very expensive game, because there wasn't a lot of copies printed. And it has a bit of a notorious reputation. Even though it's kind of a shit game. It's kind of like, I don't want to compare it directly to NIER, because NIER's gameplay is actually a lot better than I remember it. But the thing about NIER is, like, it's got, like, you play NIER mostly for, like, the story and the characters, which is why you'd play Rule of Rose. But Rule of Rose is, like, atrocious combat. You know, it really sucks ass. It needs to change because some games and movies are just never reprinted and it's annoying. Well, if they're not interested in reprinting it, or copying it, or whatever, or releasing it again, they're probably not really interested in enforcing their copyright either. That would be my guess. So listen, I'm not going to tell you what to do. But there are methods that you can get a copy of Rule of Rose. Legitimate or otherwise. But they'll also fine you for piracy. If you don't the issue with piracy is distribution. They don't give a shit if it's just, like, if it's just you, and you, like, fucking steal, like, a movie for yourself to watch, it's not a big deal. But if you, like, if you distribute it and upload it and you're actively distributing it, I guess that's the only way to describe it, is if you're distributing it and giving it around, giving it to as many people as possible, then they can come to you and be like, listen, this guy is damaging our sales because he's giving it away. But if it's just you watch, like, if you download a movie and watch it at your house, like, what, you take, like, what, like $10 from their pocket? Like, who fucking cares? No company would sue you over that. And if they did, I think the judge would probably throw it out as a frivolous lawsuit. A reasonable judge would be like, listen, you're like a multi-million-dollar company. This is a guy who makes, like, probably less than, like, 40K a year. Like, fuck off. Isn't there a case in movies where you have to make a movie every 7 years at minimum, or you can lose the IP? I don't think that's true. There's maybe something along those lines, but I doubt it. Maybe it's like the copyright rights. Oh, it's all that's left. They're gonna come kill us all. Okay, we can leave, yeah. I mean, there's a forest on the other side of the fucking world. They're gonna be like, no, we're gonna stand and fight. Here we go. I hear you, brothers. Yeah, they've just decided to all fucking die. It's actually pretty funny. It's pretty funny how, like I said, it recontextualizes everything, but it makes you understand why the boss fights are really long. It's long because, like, there's extra dialogue in B-Root that you just don't fucking see. And you have to make the fight long enough for the dialogue to run. Oh, I don't have to fight the trash? Can I hit this guy from here?
The wolves appear to be targeting
Oh,
the king.
yeah, here are the wolves. My leash!
He seeks the king of Facade.
NIER is like 10 times the game. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, NIER is like way more playable than Rule of Rose. I will fucking fully agree with you on that. And honestly, it's probably a better story than Rule of Rose too. Rule of Rose looks like it has some interesting stuff in it, but it also looks like it's, like, kind of pretentious in its presentation. I think it just depends on the thematic stuff in Rule of Rose. Fuck, maybe I'll stream Rule of Rose one day. Even though it's gonna be a fucking that would be a fucking misery stream, Jesus. The king of facades just getting his ass knocked around. We can never forgive you. Well, die in obscurity then, you fucking wolves. There will never be peace.
I'll guard the king. That's what Vera would want.
You must worry about protecting more than yourself in this battle. Above you, stay on your
Oh,
guard.
fuck. Too bad this guy, too bad for this guy, I got a phoenix spear. There's actually been less dialogue than I was expecting, you know? Honestly. I was expecting quite a bit more, but maybe there's just enough. Just enough to justify the playthrough, I suppose. He's fast! These guys are beyond petty! Well, I mean, the guy just... Listen, the wolf came in and killed this guy's fucking wife. Like, yeah, I would be pissed too. I would fucking take him down. Yes, he just took a swing at his corpse. Oh yeah, Bigu punch. The fucking haymaker's coming out. Just downloading things is fine in America. Yeah, it's always distribution. Like it's the same thing with drugs, right? If you got like a pack, if you got like a fucking, if you have a marijuana cigarette, cop probably doesn't really give a fuck. It's if you have a fucking brick of cocaine in the back of your car, that's when he starts to give a shit. Right? Wolves are on the nose. Every other scenario is less, are we the baddies, but this one is really on the nose, yeah. He dies. I agree, distribution is more of the problem, but then again, where do you download it from in the first place? Yeah, somebody's distributing it. What have we done to deserve such a fate? Oh my god. Did it have to be this way? Yes. It did. West Disney sued a daycare over paintings of their characters in it. Yeah, well, it's probably not... It was probably more of a C&D, and then it probably escalated for some bullshit reason, because the guy probably didn't want to take it down. It was probably something stupid like that. Could be wrong, but I think the main reason Sony made The Amazing Spider-Man was to keep the IP from lapsing. They probably had an agreement with Marvel. They probably had an agreement with Marvel that, they had the rights to make Spider-Man movies. That Sony would have the rights to make the Spider-Man movies until they didn't make one for 7 years. That was probably written into the movie contract. So yeah, they made The Amazing Spider-Man so they could hang on to the Spider-Man movie license as part of a preordained agreement. Oh, he had a bro. He had a human owner. That's sad. He was just a good boy. My father. Oh my god. That's like the saddest thing I've ever heard. Beyond petty. I think it was just a contract, like Marvel. Yeah, it was. I think it was a contract.
Of course, she was.
We're just gonna skip the dialogue because we've seen this already. Yeah. So we're getting a little more backstory. What's next? The Junk Heap kid sent a letter. Are you the real baddies? We're the baddies. I can do it easy, lol. Rule of Rose in depth. Yeah, but you've played it so much. I imagine getting that speedrun down that you'd make me look like a joke. Ooh, a gold ore. I think I needed one of those for my Phoenix Spear. No, I needed a giant egg. That's what I needed. A big egg for big boys. No, I remember I got to Hoffman. I was like, when I was playing it, I was following a strategy guide too. Like I was following a walkthrough because I was like, how the fuck do I beat this game? I gave up pretty quick on my own, and then I just followed it until I got to Hoffman. Like Rule of Rose is confusing as shit. Like I would not want to play it without a walkthrough, for sure. And at that point, if you're just like playing the game with a walkthrough, you may as well watch a fucking Let's Play. Like, let's be real. Because that way, like, you don't have to worry about, like, getting stuck and, like, fucking up the controls and all this other shit. Like, I got to Hoffman. I beat Hoffman and I'm like, fuck this. I was like literally like, oh no, I can't do this. And then I sent it off to Dave and he played it. And Dave played it. And Dave suffered through it. But whatever. Apparently, like, Hoffman's like a hump, so I don't know. Supposedly, it gets easier after Hoffman, but I don't know if I believe it. I want to believe, but I don't know if I believe. Also, fuck these goats specifically. But don't fuck them. Don't fuck those goats. Just kill them. And kill this boar. Doo-doo-doo. Really cool the masked fellows speak in parentheses, but the shades speak to you normally. Well, I guess like the idea is that Kaine can understand them, is the idea. But the people of Facade speak a different language. Whereas I guess we speak English, and the people of Facade just have some crazy made-up language. So the shades are all speaking English. It's just we couldn't understand them because they're ghosts, I guess? I don't know. I'm probably just talking out my ass. There's some reason for it. It's because Kaine has Tyrant in her arm and leg. That's probably it. That makes more sense. This is more evidence on IMO that Kaine was supposed to be playable in Route B. Yes. I firmly believe that. I think that is 100% true. Based on what I've played. My guess is that it's 100% correct. That you were intended to play as Kaine, and they probably didn't really know what to do. I don't know. I don't know how they would have not implemented it, because... Oh, fuck. Okay, we're taking a quick detour, okay? Quick detour. Because I got a big egg. And that means we're getting a bigger Phoenix Spear. So we can kill things even harder. Murdering all those people is a good reason, Mr. Wolf? Yeah. Yeah, well, maybe you shouldn't have killed... Like, listen, all they had to do was run the fuck away.
Hey there.
Treasure map. Yeah, okay, fine. Fucking whatever. Can you, upgrade my shit? Wait, I can't upgrade? Can I only upgrade at the kid? I guess I can only upgrade at the kid. That kind of sucks ass. Okay, whatever. I thought that was Tyrant for a second. I guess it wasn't. It wasn't. As on the nose as it is, I do like how you don't get the wolves dialogue until the second run. This is pretty neat. Yeah, I think Dave is, or Thomas is right. I think this is legitimately like there was an intention for you to like play as Kaine in this route. And that makes a lot of sense to me, because it's like we're getting backstory for like the game started with like backstory for Kaine. Like it was a fucking text dump because there was no budget left, I guess. But we're also supposed to get like an inner so Tyrant is not NIER's inner monologue, it's Kaine's like inner monologue, right? It's basically like Kaim and the dragon. It's like Kaim and his dragon is basically the dynamic that Kaine and Tyran would have. Where you're getting inner monologue from Tyran, extra dialogue, and then she can understand the things. So it would give you a better perspective. But I guess the idea was they didn't want to make... Because for whatever reason they gave NIER like 3 weapons. And I guess they didn't want to... They didn't want to make those animations for Kaine or whatever because she's just got her swords. I don't know. There was probably some reason they decided not to. But it seems like they totally could have. And it seems like they probably totally intended to as well, right? My guess is the same as Thomas's, and that's like, yeah. They probably fully intended you to play as Kaine for this Route B. And that would... My evidence for that would be NIER Automata, where you play as 9S in the second route. And it's exactly the fucking same, except you get a little more inner monologue and a little more difference. Kill entire village? Nah, kill Pupper. I feel. Well, the people of the area were fucking assholes. And that dog just wanted to be a... You know, he was a good boy. Really cool. The Rule of Rose speedrun was fucking legit. Yeah, it was. I watched it. Don't trust strategy guides. Don't trust strategy guides because they tell you to use the handgun in Dead Rising. Got it. And then I became Vegeta in the rain. Well, we can shit on Rule of Rose. I think if we actually like sat down and talked about Rule of Rose at some point, I don't think we'd all... I think we would all be in like 100% agreement. Like, honestly. It'd be like, the story has some cool stuff. There's some good imagery. There's some cool things. But holy fuck. The combat and the actual like game is fucking terrible. It's killing time. It's Kime time, baby.
You've killed him.
Oh wait, I want to upgrade my weapon. Thanks. I guess you have to do it here. Phoenix Spear. Here you go. Got my giant egg for giant Phoenix Spearing. I need eagle eggs now and I need another gold ore. Whatever. We got an upgrade. We did an upgrade. Giant egg located, yeah. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we fucking got him. Just like we picked up this mouse. Yoink. Huger spear, yeah. A biggerer spear. We got the big spear and now we have biggerer spear. Yoink. I agree, if you're playing alongside a guide, then there's not much of a point to playing the game. Not to dismiss your guides at all, but I don't get why you wouldn't try it on your own first. I mean, I did. I tried Rule of Rose on my own, and I was like, it was very apparent that it was not a very fun game, and I was gonna just try to... I was basically gonna be beating it for the sake of beating it, and I wasn't gonna do anything with it. And, at that point, it is legit, like, why not just fucking read or watch a playthrough? It's pretty damn clear that Kanye was supposed to be playable in New Game Plus, just like 9S. It's a damn shame they didn't do it here. Yeah. Well, did they do anything like that? I guess Drakengard 1 is purely Kime, but there's whatever. Or Ariosh and, you can play as Ariosh and Leonard briefly. And, Drakengard 2 you play as every character. So there's a bunch of characters you get. Like, you get whatever. Fucking Mana... Ulrich, I think? Uric? Can't remember what the other girl's name is, but you get another girl and she has a spear. So you can swap between characters a bunch in Drakengard 2. Drakengard 3... You just play as Zero, but you have companions that you can switch in and out of. But there's also DLC for Drakengard 3. And the DLC for Drakengard 3 lets you play as all of Zero's sisters. So there's that too. Fuck, I don't think I never thought about that shit. If I was gonna cover like the entire Drakengard series, that would mean playing 3 and playing all of 3's insane amount of DLC, which is like, how the fuck did this piece of shit game get this much DLC? But it did. Jesus Christ, I totally forgot about that shit. Oh fuck, I didn't realize I could jump off. Oh, of course we're gonna go back to the start. My bad, here we go. I goofed it. Don't jump on this thing. Jump only off of it. NIER A has those text dumps, which I find kind of annoying. There's not a ton of them, though. Also, I beat Route C and NIER A, and I have all the endings but ending Y. Which one's ending Y? Like, a bunch of the endings are really stupid. Like, one of them with 9S is literally you, like, don't go the way you're supposed to go, and you go, like, left instead of right, and then you get an ending, which is, like, okay. Route C was pretty cool. I liked it more than A or B. Yeah. Because that's when you start getting into, like, the fucking meat of the matter, right? Like, the big thing. But that's the thing, right? Like, the whole game is, like, A... Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. A, B, and C. But the problem is, like, to get to C, which is, like, the full... Like, the conclusion of the story, you have to play the whole game again, which is gonna be off-putting to a lot of people. Right? Like, this is... I feel like this is probably better as New Game Plus. Like, this probably handles New Game Plus better. Because I don't have to replay the first half of the game again. they were sensible enough to be like, okay, time skip is really all that matters for the rest of the story. So we're just gonna go with time skip, and you're just gonna jump back to, like, after you've rescued Kaine from being a rock. Right, so that makes a lot of fucking sense. But in NieR Automata, it's like legit, like from the beginning of the fucking game. So you have to do the whole game over again. Which... okay, that's the thing that can happen, I guess. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it in NieR Automata, because NieR Automata, it's pretty fast to get through, and I think it's pretty fun. But this, but in this, if they were like, here, you have to play the entirety of Route, like, the beginning of the game again, it would be super easy. Because you see how badly I'm crushing this shit. And it's like, dude, what would it accomplish to make me replay the fucking Zelda dungeon again, right? Like, it wouldn't really accomplish anything. So I think it was kind of sensible the way they did it here, where it's like, I don't know, half New Game Plus? Is that what we'll call it? Half New Game Plus? Oh, yes, this one. Beepy is his pack beast? Hell yeah, dude. That makes a lot of sense. Callie and Beepy, best of friends. Yep. Best of dead, I guess, in a second. Best of dead. Running low on medical herbs. I only have 8 left. Severed cable. Oh yeah, one of the achievements in this is to get $1 million. And it's not like spend $1 million, it's like you have to have $1 million on you. And there is no way you will ever need $1 million fucking dollars in this game. Like, it's so massively overkill that I can't even fucking describe it to you. How absurd $1 million is. Like, my Phoenix Spear cost me like 50,000 or something. Or it was like 46,000. And like $1 million is just like absolutely absurd to think about. Wait, what are you saying? Like, FF games can have bland gameplay, but at least you can get through easily. Rule of Royce's gameplay is a fucking wall. Yeah. The problem is, like, the hitboxes are really bad, and the combat is, like, super fucking tedious. Like, I don't know if you guys know about game development, but there's usually, like... There's, you usually have, like, developer tools, and you can, like, really quickly edit stuff on the fly. Like in Unity... You basically make a bunch of variables, right? So you'd make like a variable for the boss's HP or whatever. And then you would just be like, okay, I can edit this variable to give it like how much health I want. So let's say you start off at like 15. Then you'd like play test it and be like, okay, this boss has a bit too much HP, we're gonna lower it. So you just change the number and be like, okay, now it's only got 10 HP. So that's what you would do, right? But for whatever reason they decided that no. Your standard enemies are gonna take a fucking millennia to kill. Because fuck you, player. If your game is gonna be story-based, make the gameplay tolerable. It's the bare minimum. Yeah, exactly. Like, if it's gonna be... Like, they could have done a lot to ease you into... Rule of Rose. You could have made the combat a lot easier. Just like, I guarantee you, it's just the numbers thing. Less enemies take less, or enemies have less HP. That's literally all you had to do. And then it would be totally fine. It would be way more tolerable to play. Like, I think I beat on Hoffman for like 15 minutes. It's fucking ridiculous. Play 3 for stream? I could play Drakengard 3. I would only do ending A, though.
Intruder detected. Scanning.
Because holy fuck, it's such a clusterfuck. I was surprised to find those extensive text dumps in Automata's B route. I was like, holy fuck, this is a bit much. If only I knew about NieR in the first place, yeah. It makes sense in context now. I mean, at that point, well... Beat him good. Well, I guess you gotta keep in mind... I'm trying to think of how I would describe it. Yoko Taro is clearly a novelist, so he doesn't mind having huge text dumps in his games, obviously, right? Because he writes fucking... He writes light novels. So it's not surprising that he would be not opposed to doing it. BP stop, that's enough. You're gonna be destroyed if you keep fighting. That's right, he is.
Must defend my mission.
I can't live without you, yeah. BP's gonna die for our sins. I don't want to be alone again.
No! Damn it! That's it's a shame!
Yeah. Trying to justify it to herself. Oh fuck. Feel the hate inside you? What is Tyran literally fucking Darth Sidious? Let your anger flow through you. Me. That's pretty fucking funny. I don't know how none of that hit me, but apparently I'm a dodging god. I guess this is time to kill him now. I don't expect more dialogue anytime soon. Okay. No, the text is good. There's important story. Endings A, B, C, D, and E are the ones that matter. I won't call a story-based game with blind gameplay bad, but if the gameplay really gets in the way, then we have a problem. And in Rule of Rose, it gets in the way, and it becomes a problem. Ending-wise, after the spoilers boss fight, you let him blow up instead of saving him. Oh, yeah, okay. I get what you're saying. The super boss. It's the only miserable ending. Also, it requires that I get every weapon and upgrade them all. Yes. Sounds very Drakengard and NIER. Sounds awfully near. Awfully near of you. Of a Yoko Taro moment, if you will. He's turned into a fucking angel. If you could play as Kaine, I wouldn't have minded so much starting from before the time skip, since you can just play as Papa NIER.
Look out.
Yes, I think that would be fine. Because you get Kaine pretty early. And it would give you even more insight, like legit, like... Legitimately, if we're talking... Oh, I see, he's trying to break out. Legitimately, if they made you replay it all as Kaine, just like they did with NieR Automata, I'd be fine. It's just that you're replaying it as NieR. Like, I imagine that was the intention. Like, you're probably supposed to replay the entire game as Kaine, but you couldn't, because for whatever reason they ran out of money or budget or whatever. They said, we have to fucking release it. It will just make you replay as NieR. And get a little bit of extra voice acting.
I can't concentrate with all this bullshit fancy talk.
Sorry, the music's kind of loud. Do it. Do it.
Swat him down. I'm getting killed here.
Are you? I guess I have to. I guess that's all the dialogue we're gonna get. So it's time for my fucking Mega Lances. All 500 of them. Yeah, he got his ass kicked alright. He's trying to leave. You're my best friend. No. Feel bad for your toaster. It's amazing how this has like more... This has more impact than like the entirety of Detroit Become Human. Isn't that fucking hilarious? And he's like, he looks like a shitty robot. You know, like those shitty like wind-up robots you had as like a kid? Are you gonna say something? Say something, huh? He's duplicating himself. Ow. It hurts. No, he's not gonna say anything, I guess. Although he is running from me. Boop! Poked you right in the butt, idiot. Now you're dead forever. NieR A only is the Chivo for 100k, which is much more reasonable since I more or less ran out of things to buy a while back, yeah. Well, the thing is, you can buy achievements in NieR Automata. There's an NPC that you can buy achievements from. So, you can just, like, grind a shitload of money and, like, bypass a bunch of the achievements. Which I find is just want to take up time. On the note, I need to start downloading for Gears Tactics. Oh, I requested a copy of Gears Tactics, and they're probably not going to give it to me because I didn't cover... They gave me, whatever it's called, those two fucking games. Oh, what the fuck were they called? This piece of shit game from Ninja Theory. Bleeding Edge. They gave me Bleeding Edge and Ori, and I, like, legit can't play them on PC. Because, like, for whatever reason, they just won't let me download them. Yeah. Poor BP. Our friend BP.
You stupid machine! You killed my family!
Collecting 1 million over the course of the game can be okay, but having 1 million in your wallet at the time is too fucking much. You legitimately have to go out of your way to get $1 million, yeah. Balance could have easily been changed in Rule of Rose by changing some numbers. Yeah, you really could have just, like, remove a couple enemies here and there. Like, remove enemies from, like, some hallways entirely. And, like, just, like, reduce the HP.
Beautiful. What a perfect example of humanity.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful over there in the right. Absolutely beautiful.
Hitting that thing won't bring your brother back.
Crawling in my skin. Yeah. Light novels are the most degenerate form of literature. Maybe, but he's writing them, so there you go. I could find some more degenerate literature than light novels. Yeah. Some doujins, no doubt. It's treason then. I was like, yeah. Like, listen, I know I'm a fucking murderer, but you gotta fucking take it easy there, kiddo. BP, yeah, poor BP. The most degenerate form of literature is YouTube or poetry books. Does such a thing even exist? I use the word missable. Missable, not miserable. Both fit, yeah. BP is doing the same thing as Callie's mother, yeah. It's kind of sad. I mean, it, like I said, this whole game is about, like, this whole like whatever.
Now we can find this.
Damn, we're almost there. That's right. Holy shit, we are almost there. That wasn't very long at all. We've only been playing for 2 hours today. Oh, what the fuck? Why did Emil attack us? Our son, what are you doing? You're my son, Emil. My son. So we've been playing for 2 hours. We're gonna finish this pretty quick. But yeah, like, it obviously recontextualizes everything, so it's like, hey, that boss that was kind of a weird robot, there's more to it. They were definitely supposed to play as Kaine for sure. Like, it makes so much sense now, like, looking back at this. It's because David Cage is an absolute motherfucking goddamn hack. Also, he's French. Baguette! Fromage! Got him. Got the fuck out of there. Easy peasy. Like, legitimately, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like, you're supposed to play as NIER, Kaine, and then Emil. Knowing the pedigree of the series and where the series has gone, pretty clear that that was the intention. Yeah, because the robots have actual personality, not built-in personality that the creator designed them to have, so the robot uprising shit is actually an intended feature of the toasters. That's true. Yeah, I mean, you talk to the guy who made them, too, which is fucking hilarious. Because he gets mad at you when you fucking ice the robot or whatever. Whatever the fuck it is. But this is also the same guy who made sex robots, so can you take anything he says seriously? No, you can't. Fuck Detroit. Fuck Detroit. Fuck the place and the game. For those of you who played NieR Automata, look up The Fire of Prometheus. Yeah, is that in a light novel or whatever? Well, looks like my 360 is up and running and great, but my only controller is basically unusable. Wish I had a wired one for one with a reusable battery pack. Yeah.
I marvel at how relatively simple a task this retrieval process proved
Yeah,
to be.
that's pretty funny.
It is almost as if someone deliberately set us on this.
I want to try something.
You're overthinking again, Vice.
I want to say no to Popola, or I want to say, yeah, sure, Popola, let's go back.
Yona's waiting for me, and I'm going.
Popola. I got the key, Popola. You hot bitch. I got the key. Take me to the Shadow Lord. That's good though, Dave. Yeah, I mean, I bought a battery pack off of eBay, like those reusable, like rechargeables. They're okay. But yeah, my controllers are in rough shape. Like the thumbsticks are like real worn down. So it's hard to grip them. Which sucks ass, obviously. That's Devila, worst girl next to best girl.
The whole village is buzzing.
It's true.
Hard to
I'll bring. What?
No, Popola. Anyway, yes.
I will.
Watch out for whatever while I'm gone. That shaft perfection. Wait, what? The universe is telling me not to play Alone in the Dark. I I would legitimately be interested in your reaction, like your live reaction, Dave. Because it's fucking something else, dude. Khalil is still lying there. Kill him. Yeah, I just wanted to see. I want to see if there's more dialogue because I fucking beefed it on the wolf. Like, you're basically playing this for the extra dialogue. Like, that's the whole reason you're playing this B campaign. Because there's not really any point. Like, you see how low challenge it is. Like, it's super low challenge and low effort to get through. So we just, like, fucking run in and crush it. Actually, I wonder if I can jump across it. They made this, like, so obnoxious. Like, you have to, like... I mean, I guess it's realistic, but, like, it's such a pain in the ass to get around here. Emil healed you, not attacked. He can apply passive heals. Wait, really? He can heal me? That's pretty fucking based. Our son is even more based than I thought. His magic isn't just for destroying humanity. It's for leaving it behind as well. Getting on, yeah, you damn right I am. What a down-to-earth boy, yeah. On les deux fromage. That's a good Dexter's laugh joke. Where's the secret ending where you play as Vice? That would be good. Kronk Boxing Gym is in Detroit IRL, so I'll give it a pass for that and that alone.
Let's all make
It's a plan.
You know exactly what shaft I'm talking about, silly boy. Her shaft? Her penis? I like how it's like not mentioned like at all. It's probably more, I bet you it's more present in the Japanese release probably. But it is, there's like one, what is it? There's like one line of dialogue at like the very start of the playthrough. I got a flashy hat. Hopefully it's not a fedora. Well, who are we kidding? Fedoras aren't flashy at all. Now we gotta go up here one more time. How many times do you do this? Like, it would have been nice, I don't know how you'd make it different. But it's pretty funny when you realize that, like, this is basically, like, the Shadow Lord basically has, like, the fucking penthouse of an apartment building. It's like, oh, it's the Shadow Lord's castle. No, it's just kind of like the penthouse of the apartment. Let's see if we can make it up without getting knocked off. Please don't make me play a fucking Lords of Shadow 2. I just want to traverse the world. I don't want to fight all this trash. Level 31. What's the max level? Is the max level 100? It's probably like 50. It has to be intentional that you can only access this portion when you're completely overpowered. It really makes you feel like a monster when you realize that these guys want to live peacefully. I mean, I wasn't... The first time you come here, you're not overpowered. You come here like 3 times throughout the story. Because it's legit like... First half, you come here once. Then the bridge breaks and you can't come up through the bridge anymore. Then second half, you come back here via the boat. And then you come back here again. Like at the very end. So you come through this place like 3 times. But yeah, it is, I mean, it's interesting thematically for sure. I wonder what the boar will talk to us about, because that boar is a pretty significant fucking part of the game, honestly. We'll see if I get past it. It's all about the cowboy hat partner. Please don't say partner around me. Don't ever say that again. Don't ever say partner around me. Fucking the handlers, like, ruined it for me forever. That's 100% it. I get, yeah, it's all about, like, this playthrough's all about recontextualization, I guess. Because the first time you come up here, you're just like, oh, fuck these shades, they're assholes, right? And then it's like, oh shit. These shades are actually the souls of humans. Uh-oh, my bad. And then NIER is a fucking Kime tier murder machine. And he didn't even know it. And he probably would, and even if he did know it, he probably would like it. Just like Kime. All Kime cares about is killing everyone. PTSD part. Fuck's sake, yeah. Well, it's just like... I mean, I've played through Monster Hunter World, like, a lot. Like, probably more than a lot of people have. I legit, I've played it, like, played through with, like, new characters. And, like, I've done low rank, high rank, like, the main story, I've done it multiple times. Probably more than your average person, for sure. Because most people just, like, have their one character, and they play through the main story once. And then they just continue to play through Master Rank, and grinding new gear and doing whatever. But I've played it so many times, it's just like... I've watched the handler go, oh, you can do it. We can do it. Like, fucking, I don't know, like 4 or 5 times. Which just makes me hate her even more. Every time I hear it, I want to stab her. Hey! Asherzer. 25% physical defense. All these things that we don't need at all. Partner, I hardly knew her. That was a pretty good one. But remember, the handler's not your girlfriend, she's your coworker. And I don't think NIER would like it. He's a decent guy, put into an extremely shitty situation. Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, I don't know. He does hesitate when he's fighting the Shadow Lord, so... Like, once he finds out that these are, like, the souls of people, it kind of, like... It's like a, yeah, it's like a what the fuck moment for sure. Because it's a what the fuck moment for us, and it's a what the fuck moment for him. But the fact of the matter is, he wanted those shades dead. And he was gonna make sure they were fucking dead forever. Dead forever, as God intended. I mean, basically it's like, hey, you separated your soul from your body. I think that's kind of like all bets are off, and you may as well just be dead at that point. I don't care if you used your fucking voodoo magic from a dead dragon to do it, okay? You fucking made your choice. You can turn to salt and die, or you can leave humanity behind and become a gestalt and die. Make your fucking choice. You had a good run, you had a good run, humanity. It's time to pack it in. Is it going to be like, hey, this is the point of no return. Let's save. It's actually funny how this save point makes a lot more sense. You're like, oh, let's just save because it's the top of this tower. It's probably a boss fight. But then you, like, see this and it's like, oh, shit. Oh, it's not going to tell me that there's not the point of no return anymore? I guess it already knows. I don't think he'd relish the opportunity for killing. But he wouldn't feel bad about what he's done, yeah, I imagine. Oh, this is the point of no return, right? It's like, you can't return after this point, right? I do like how it gives you, like, the prompt that it's like, this is the point of no return. I think more games should do that, where it's like, hey, this is it. But that makes the save point there much more meaningful, when it's like, oh, that's the point of no return. This is the last save point in the game. He otherized the shades because he assumed they were just mindless monsters. But then when it's revealed that they're real humans, he doesn't take it well. Yeah, exactly, right? The penthouse of the apartment. It's so fucking hilarious to me. The Shadow Lord's castle. It's like literally just like the penthouse. He wouldn't regret it at this point, but pre-time skip, I think he would. Yeah, if he found out like pre-time skip, he'd be like, oh shit. But yeah. I mean, they made him suffer. They made him suffer. Are you supposed to, like... Okay, I want to try fucking this up. I'm gonna try fucking up this, this password. I want to see what happens. My guess is that it just, like, makes you try again or some garbage.
The hell should I know?
Patience. Yes, I feel caught. I answer.
Yeah, okay. It just, yeah, so it's like fucking pointless. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Maybe I can check my notes or something. You must be able to get clues in-game.
Blast.
I appear to have made an error, yeah. Memo. Documents. Love letter, mayor. Underground research record. Meal. Is there anything else here? What's this? Love letter. Oh. Weapon upgrade notice. Letter from the chief thief. There's actually not a lot of memos. So yeah, there's a... I don't know how you're supposed to figure this out on your first playthrough. I guess you just, like, brute force it, I suppose. It's like a 50-50, like, 3 times. There's, like, some hints, I guess.
I answer because of a black...
I guess you can be like, okay, the black scroll is a black disease, right? So it's like... We technically went to a tree, so that would make sense. Separating body from soul.
I answer.
I guess if you probably have to pay more attention to like the fucking huge ass text dump.
Seems the way is open.
I don't know. There's probably something I'm missing, but yeah. There's probably a way to figure that out, but obviously it doesn't really matter because you just have infinite choices or infinite attempts at it.
Hey, NH, this is even if you can.
We're asking the questions.
Do you really want?
I want to see what happens. I need to see what happens. It's the point of no return, except you can return. Oh, what? That's hilarious. What the fuck, dude? So it's like this is the point of no return. Except you can return. Okay. I can just reload my save so I don't have to do that shit over again. But that's pretty fucking funny. I saved at the top, right? I must have. I want to see if Popola's here. How can humans extend their lives? Super male vitality. I've got some pills to sell you. Can I climb these ladders? No. These ladders are for display only. Hey, Popola. Please be careful. Can I quit? Exit game. Oh, I can just load from here. That is pretty funny though. It's like it like legit tells you it's the point of no return, but it's like, yeah, take me back. Get me out of here. Stop this crazy thing. Yeah, be careful. This is the point of no return. Oh, sorry, just kidding. Just joshing, bro. It's fine. I kind of half expected them to not let me.
Such an ominous sight. And yet I find it strangely nostalgic.
I mean, this is where we found him.
And now
This is where we found you, Grimoire Weiss. Weiss. You're an intellectual dumbass and I'm coming for you. Please buy my pills. What's that? What's that from? I don't think I've ever heard that before, but that's hilarious. Let's skip that. I do like how this is like, I mean, it's kind of nice how this is like pristine, as it's like untouched by the shades and shit. Because this guy's the king of the shades. The Shade King.
The hell should I?
patient. Yes, I feel.
I guess this is kind of a way to reveal it to you. It's like, okay, black scroll. Is it always the second one? No. It's 221. Does that have significance? 221. I wonder. One sack, lol. Would it be better if Nearman told you that no and you picked that option?
Hey, this is even if.
How did you?
We're asking questions right now.
Fuck you, Popola. Why are you guys here? Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen.
No No dice. No ice.
I mean, it's like, why even give you the choice, right? That's kind of the thing, right? Like, why even give you the choice? Why even give me a choice there?
We didn't want
Oh,
to
look,
fight.
I got a ping from Doomed. What is it?
It's true.
Oh! The video of Alex Jones running after that guy in the street. The literal literal vampire pot-bellied goblin.
What's happening?
Sorry. We never thought you'd grow to be this powerful.
I'm so powerful.
This is madness. Why do you block our
We
path?
never thought you'd get the Phoenix
You
Spear.
have no cause to speak so with us, Grimoire Vice. You are a traitor.
I gotta focus my attacks on Devila, the worst girl. There she is. I like Popola's haircut better.
What now?
I'm back now. I was on the phone with my bro and it seems he came through me. Wait, what? It seems he came through for me. What do you mean, unfortunately? What do you mean he came through for you? What did he do? Also, Monster Hunter Tonfa's Guide when?
Shit on a shingle. They can use the sealed verses.
Didn't you hear, Dave? They're shutting down, whatever it's called.
We simply loaned you a small
Oh, should have hit Popola by accident. Whatever it's called.
Are you all right?
They're shutting down, Frontier.
Why are you doing this?
And Frontier had
Why are you
Tonfa's.
siding with the Shades?
Get stabbed. Devila, you piece of shit. That sure soundbite is pretty funny to me. It really is. It sounds really out of place. It's like it's so condescending.
lies within the heart of the Shadow Lord.
The Shadow Lord? You've been on his side this whole time?
8,000 years in the future is the best girl. Yorha Commander. Yes, Yorha Commander is the best girl. 2B's not even the best girl in her game. Oh, my bro has a 360 controller for me. Nice, dude. Dude, nice. You just have to get him a spliff.
Devila and Popola are fighting us.
Yes, they do seem to be putting us through a
I mean, the Devila Popola thing. I feel like the Devila Popola thing's a little bit, I don't know.
For long years, my mind and tongue.
It's a little bit kind of like iffy to me because they should be actively like hindering your progress. Like she tells you how to get to the Shadow Lord's castle, and it's like they should be actively trying. Like Popola should be like throwing you for a loop, but instead she helps you get here, and it's like, I thought they shut down Frontier a while ago. I think it was like not that long ago. It was like last year, maybe. But yeah, they're shutting it. They shut it down, or they're shutting it down.
They're all Shades.
Ah, royal ball. How utterly
I just fucking trash everything with this thing, man. And apparently I don't take any damage anymore. Oh, strength. It's like strength drop. It's like, do I even need it?
Not like I was planning to leave.
I feel like it's kind of like in... It's the same kind of way in NIER Automata, where it's like you get all these buff items, it's like you totally don't need them. This sanctuary must remain under our protection. It's our final bastion. It is. This is true. You think the Shades would, like, stop attacking humans? For the sake of those we love? Yeah, you think they'd all just hang out here? But I guess the whole thing is the Gestalts are trying to get their bodies back from the replicants. So they're trying to possess people. Because apparently, yeah, apparently being a Gestalt sucks ass. It just sucks a big one. I like 2 boobs, but oomph, yeah. I don't mind 2B. Yorha Commander's just better, it's fine. I don't like the operators, though. The operators don't do it for me. Clearly, best girl is that one robot in a side quest that asks you where babies come from. It's like, is that like the little kid robot? You know, I really like the robots in, I don't know, like, in Pascal's Village, the robots are hilarious. Because there's like the one who like doesn't leave his house. He just stays in his little tiny ass house all the time. And he's like afraid to leave. I related to that guy. That robot was hashtag relatable.
I'll open the next door. Cover me.
Fuck.
Knock it off, Vice.
Hmm? Oh, right. Protect the hussy, yes?
Protect the hussy.
Plan, let's go.
Just call her a hussy one more time, see what happens. Our treasures? You can't enter. What treasures are they? I'm trying.
Door. Come on. Oh, come on.
Get down here, Shade.
It's not open yet?
Shadewick.
Do I look like a goddamn locksmith to you?
I remember what did I say yesterday? I was like, what does a locksmith even look like, Kaine? It's kind of bigoted of you. Is this the same Frontier that did Roller Coaster Tycoon 3? No, it's not. It's the online division of Capcom. So what are these eggs all about? Are these like baby shades? Like not even... Oh crap. I want to know what these things are. Because obviously the shades are people, but these are like weird ball things. Are they meant to be... Yeah, young shades, okay. So these are meant to be like actual babies? Yeah. Oh, fuck, dude. Are they crying or laughing?
These things are freaking me out.
So hang on. Was Titty Lizard like a big mommy? Is that what it was? Was that like actually on the thing? They're just babies? Oh my fucking god. So even back when we killed Titty Lizard way back when, she was just a mommy. Oh fuck, I died. I wasn't paying attention. Wasn't paying attention to my HPs. I was too busy flabbergasted that we're actually killing infants. Little babbies. Okay, the checkpoint's right here.
No good bullshit.
If it's possible that Popol and Devil hate what they're doing and are reluctantly going along with it, or getting nearer to the Shadow Lord is the plan so he can get his body back. I guess that's my guess is what the plan was like, hey, we need to get... Like, endgame is to get NIER back to the Shadow Lord. So that the Shadow Lord can get his body back. But then it's like, why the fuck... It's kind of like, well... It's kind of like, you know, why did the Shadow Lord not just take his body back when he took Yona, right? Like, was the whole thing that, oh, he wanted NIER to recover? Why is the perspective all fucked up? They don't know any better. Perspective is all fucked. Now we can finally recreate. What are we recreating? Recreate them? Oh, okay. Oh, do I have to actually talk to her? Is that what I have to do? Spare the lives of the children. I've played enough Yoko Taro games to know that that's not an option, okay? I'm gonna keep fighting him. I'm gonna keep killing him. It's like desperate. It's like, please don't kill the kids. Stop killing these kids. We killed them all. I guess it was a little girl robot, but she's fucking huge. Oh yeah. The robots have great personalities and automata. I know, that's the thing, it's so funny. Like, they have good personalities. They're memorable. Like, I remember a bunch of them. And like they look so generic, right? Neat bot? Yeah, it was like a little neat bot. It's their treasures. What does a locksmith even look like? A locksmith wears a beret and has big shoulder pads. That's right. A master of unlocking. Okay, so they turn into a big boar. But why? But why? Dejia's child murder. This takes it one step further. It wasn't enough. There can be no justice to the slaughtering of innocents. Okay. How many have you killed? How many breads have you eaten in your life? Oh. Okay, I guess that's why. Because she said, yeah. Because he's like, what? What are you talking about? And that, like, okay, I'm telling you, recontextualizes everything. Because you hear that shit the first time through, and she's just like, we don't need forgiveness. And he's like, what? What are you talking about? But there you go. They're old enough to shoot balls at you. They're old enough to die. Is this a different one or is this the same one? They put on armor. Heh, dipshit. I have a phoenix spear, idiot. How you gonna act? Yeah, just fucking trash this guy. Are we gonna get some dialogue?
Can we even hurt this thing?
Clearly I'm hurting it. Clearly it's being hurt. What's the fog all about? I'm not afraid of it. I'm just gonna keep stabbing.
Can't stop now. Damn it.
Stay focused, Kaine.
Keep stabbing.
Don't fall victim to such distractions.
What distractions? The gas?
Come on. We have to keep going.
The evil gas?
Move it.
They spawn infinitely. Gotta check on Kaine. All the children! Hey, the only good shade's a dead shade. I don't care if they're kids.
This way.
I
Move.
don't care if they used to be kids. They're fucking all dead. All of them. Kiya! Who are you and what did you do to get in here? I'm a locksmith and I'm a locksmith. Did I already pick up the weapon? Yeah, I did. How did we get through here again? We just ran, right? We didn't try to dodge or do anything cute. Remember the robot scientist from Automata? Or Automata? Yeah. I feel like this... like, it didn't give me so much time last time. I think we just hugged this wall. Maybe it was this one. Fuck. Fuck. Maybe I'm not gonna have enough time this time. I don't know why I had so much trouble with this yesterday, but I fucking did. And I remember it and it was embarrassing. I was having a DSP moment. How many have you killed? What the fuck is this Uncharted 2? Spec Ops The Line? At least this is still better than both those games. No, it's neither of those things. It's fucking, it's part 1 JoJo. It's great. You can't mention that's what a locksmith looks like. How many firms am I gonna have to harass you? Can you open the door, please?
Damn it, I can't get
Keep
it open.
kicking. Keep kicking it with your high-heeled shoe. That'll do it. NIER predates both, to be fair. But it doesn't predate how many breads have you eaten in your life.
Maybe you shouldn't have killed her.
That's true. Also true.
Look at her. So full of scorn.
Yeah, I killed her kid. Did I kill the kids? Just like you. Full of scorn and hate.
I'm like hearing it.
It's true. Eh? Eh?
Hate is just another crutch for you.
Yeah.
Hey now.
So this makes sense now, because the Kaine would randomly say shit out of context.
So you try to dull it all with violence and hate.
Darn it, does it? Respect, yeah. 2009 Japan, 2010 everywhere else. Do you get anything good from that scientist robot? I remember that I gave it so much money that I had enough of his shit. That's hilarious. I didn't do many of the quests in NIER Automata, but I probably, looking back, I probably would do them more. The gameplay of MD is better than HR. Oh, Mankind Divided. The narrative is so dildo that I think I might hate it. That's pretty funny. I have a copy of Human Revolution on PS3 that's sealed. I just have never played it. I've legit never played it. I just remember the stupid WebMs. The stupid WebMs of like... I didn't ask for this. And going up against a wall and looking left and right a bunch of times. That's like all I remember about that game. How many lunches have you stolen? You're a fucking monster. Put him away for life. You fucking dick. How could you take... How could a man take a man's lunch like that? The story worse, but the side quests are the real shit. Mankind Divided. I guess that's fine. I don't know, I like a good narrative. I think the main narrative's important. For whatever reason, I feel like side quests are not super gripping to me a lot of the time. Like, I know, like, I think the last game I did a lot of side quests in was fucking... It was like fucking, no, what's it called? Dishonored. It wasn't Dishonored, I did quite a few of the side quests because I liked them, I thought they were interesting. Seriously, if you skip the side content of that game, you're missing the real game. Damn, dude. 5 times the EXP for doing a stealth run, you're actively punished for playing any other way. Yeah, it's kind of how it seems like in a lot of those games. Is like an intended way. It's the same thing with, like, yeah, like Dishonored's a great example because it really wants you to do the stealth kills. Or the non-lethals or whatever. Science Bot lets you buy mats. Safety dance, bitch. 42 out of 60 side quests. There's a lot of side quests, right? And a lot of them are kind of bullshitty, like, give me X of this item or whatever, right? Like, the side quests are very, like, MMO tier. Or, like, go back and forth and talk to these people over and over again. Ugh. Kill those kids. You kill those kids too.
Open the damn door!
Come on.
It wasn't even like a bitch slap. It was like a pimp slap.
He's fighting for you, and for Fira.
I still can't believe they made this Kaine's outfit, dude. Like every time I look at it, it's like, okay, like that's the outfit you chose. Like this. Like, she's not even wearing, like, full underwear. The underwear's got fucking holes in it. So it's like a Yakuza game. The side content is the real meat of it. Yeah. Does it have Majima dancing? This is gonna be whether or not I play it or not. Does Majima dance in it? That's all I want to know. For me, a great main story helps, but I'd rather have a shitty story with fantastic gameplay. Look past a lame story, but I won't excuse bad gameplay. That was clear when you played Chrono Trigger there, Dave. Like, oh, the story's great, I love these characters, but fuck the gameplay, it's too easy. Except when it wasn't too easy and I had a problem, then fuck it forever. That was just a little moment for me and Thomas there. Check that bulge, though. It wasn't intentional. But yeah, I checked that bulge. I'll probably post my meme that I made for, that I shared with Dave, Thomas, and Jonathan. I'll just post it. It's a little bit, insensitive, I guess, but it's fucking funny. How can she conceal the package under those pantsuit?
Look,
She can't.
you made it. We've been waiting for.
Fuck, I'll just post it now. Because it's funny. It's posted in dankest of memes. So everyone knows it's in good taste. Where did I save it? My desktop? Near shitpost. There it is. Alright, I posted it in Discord so you can all have a good laugh at it.
It began 1300 humanity finding itself. Do you still then?
Do we get more? Do I get more backstory? The Project Gestalt documents. Are these different or are they the same?
No, each.
Wait. Sorry, please. Under the.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you too. Fuck both of you. I want to read the documents. Is there different ones is the question. I already read these. Going nuclear. The parts of the bosses are different is actually different. Wait. Oh yeah, I was just making fun of Dave. I know, it's fine. I'm not gonna say Dave has to like Chrono Trigger, but
I'm nothing like
me and Thomas were just having a fucking nuclear meltdown while it's streaming. It was funny. The parts where the bosses are actually difficult is great, but it doesn't choose the fact that 90% of the game is tedious random battles. Yeah, but that's like so many JRPGs are tedious random battles. It's just kind of like the staple of the genre. What's the matter, Wesley? Gonna cry? Gonna get Chrono Triggered? No. I'm fine with Dave. I just think I'm like doomed. I'm like doomed playing it up whenever we shit talk Rule of Rose. It's just funny. Like Dave is totally entitled to his opinion, and I don't think Dave is incorrect in a lot of his criticism. I think Dave is fine with listen, there's a lot of random battles and they're kind of trashy. I think that Chrono Trigger is more tolerable than other JRPGs because it's faster paced.
Because we were born without souls.
Because I mean, you can look at some shit like Mystic Quest. Like Mystic Quest is this very similar to Chrono Trigger in that it's pretty short, but it feels like a fucking absolute slog to get through. Where Chrono Trigger at least has a good story and has good pacing, which makes it more tolerable to get through. 90% auto fire attack, 5% final boss, 5% Son of Sun. The thing is, Dave could have made the game easier for himself by using abilities. Like, there was a lot of situations where Dave could have used like Cyclone or Confuse, and he could have made the game easier on himself, but he chose to just auto attack, which is fine. Like, Chrono Trigger's not hard. It's not designed to be hard.
Don't you go.
I was thinking about it, and would games like CT and FF7 be improved if there was no random battles, just bosses? Story would be really long-winded, but I'd rather have it that way. No, I don't think it's better or worse, because character building's a part of them. And you can't really have character building without doing, without having some kind of, like, experience and level system. Like, there are times when I'm playing Final Fantasy games where I'm legit like, yeah, it'd be nice if I could shut the random battles off. But you can get stuff like that. Like, there's, in FF7, you can get, like, the enemy away materia. And you can get, like, the enemy lure materia for when you want to grind, right? So there's ways to mitigate it.
No one stops. It's way too late to stop.
Like, I legit think that more JRPGs should just have a mechanic that's like, I press a button and I get a random battle. Like, that would make it a lot easier to get, like, if you're like farming for a rare drop, it'd be nice if instead of like running in a circle for like 5 minutes, like if you've watched Rick's stream when he's playing Shin Megami Tensei and he has to like run around in a circle to like level up the treasure chest or whatever, like it'd be so much nicer if it's just like, okay, circle, give me a battle, I do the battle, circle, give me a battle, you know? Because when you're like, so many buttons don't even get fucking used in like, when you're playing a JRPG, like in the overworld, like, none of the buttons are used. So it's like, yeah, would pressing circle or triangle to, like, just automatically get an encounter really change anything? Probably not. That would be fine, too. Reduced battle frequency would be better. I don't hate it. Like, I think Chrono Trigger has a good balance. I know Dave said there was a lot of battles, but I think Chrono Trigger was fine. Because the battles, like... It's like 1 or 2 battles. It's like a couple battles per screen. And then once you've done the battles, you basically don't have to worry about battles again. But if you were like... But when you slog through like the Tower of Babel in Final Fantasy IV, it honestly feels like endless fucking battles. And it just seems like you're making no goddamn progress. And that sucks. But when you're going through like legitimately when you're going through like the Black Omen at like the end of the game of Chrono Trigger, it's like, it's a lot of battles, but it's also designed to be a lot of battles because you're supposed to do the Black Omen to tune yourself up for Lavos. And that was like very obviously demonstrated during Dave's stream, because Dave tried Lavos pre-Black Omen and he got his ass kicked, and then he did Black Omen and he kicked Lavos' ass. Like, the Black Omen is like designed to be done. You're supposed to do the Black Omen. But Wes, he needed that MP. God damn it. Dave was playing way too conservatively. I legitimately wonder if he would have had more fun if he used his abilities more often. Because I'm sitting here watching Dave and he's using like Lightning 1. I'm like, fuck Dave, just use Lightning 2. Like, who cares about your MP? I forgot how fucked the Phoenix Spear is. It's really fucking good. It probably doesn't help that I leveled up again a bunch of times. I probably gained like 2 or 3 levels playing this again. Paper Mario, the 1000-Year Door would have the perfect amount of random encounters. Enemies didn't fully respawn every time you zoned out of an area. Yeah, that kind of sucks. But I would say that the way it's handled in Chrono Trigger is better. It's better than having, like, every 5 steps I get a fucking battle. But if you rebalance the game to, like, level up everyone per boss battle and balance the game around that, I think it would be better. Dave, that is exactly what they did in Chrono Cross, and it sucked ass. Chrono Cross has a fucking terrible leveling system. Because what happens is you fight a boss, and you get, like, the ability to raise, like, 2 or 3 stats. So what you do is you fight random battles until your stats get raised, and then you cap out. So you can't actually, like, grind in Chrono Cross for levels. And the thing, and what's really funny is once you've gotten your capped stats for that, like, level or that boss, you don't really get any benefit from fighting random battles. So it turns random battles into something that's, like, legitimately tedious. Because, you know, if you're playing, like, Final Fantasy 4 or 5 or whatever, you're getting EXP, you're getting EP, you're getting AP, you're getting money. So it may be kind of annoying to go through a dungeon and get random battles, but it's progressing your character. But in Chrono Cross, if you get into a random battle, like, it can legit be a complete waste of time. Because you don't get anything out of it. Running in circles, gotta love it. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, it's just like, you just, like, running around in circles to get random battles, because you need to. Oh. Took the lives of our families, yeah. Well, yeah, that happened. It's fine. Hard to kill. A hard to kill boar. Rick's playthrough of SMT is definitely the other extreme, yeah. He stole our children's future. You gave up your own future when you turned into a fucking ghost. So he got stabbed and he stabbed him in the process. Too many random battles. Meanwhile, in SMT, enemy reinforcements show up 5 times just in a basic enemy encounter. Yeah, exactly. Did he win? I guess he did. I've had Rick stream on for hours at work and I still have no fucking clue what's going on. Yeah. All you have to know is there's Jack Frost. Yeah. He's raiding hell for sick demons and sacrificing Jack Frost. God damn it. Our son. Our little boy. Look what you've done to my boy. Yeah, but if I didn't need anything to do anything stronger, then what does it matter? If I still can win by mashing attack without looking at the screen, who cares? Because David ain't just about the fucking random battles. It's like all you're hung up on. So who wants a Chrono Cross Suffer stream? Fuck Chrono Cross. I've never beaten it, and I don't know if I ever will. I fucking hate that game. Interesting, maybe I'll give Chrono Cross a try and see what it's like. It's fucking worse. It's fucking worse. Me and Thomas are like, fuck Chrono Cross, it's shitty. And I bet you Dave will like it better than Chrono Trigger. I fucking bet you. I don't have a lot of money to bet. I'll bet you 1,000 RP bucks. You'll be rewarded with 1,000 RP bucks that cannot be redeemed anywhere. Yeah, there we go. My body will arrive. I'm gonna take my body back. Yeah, just like before. So that's when you get like the realization that it's the thing. Yeah, she got a package there. She's not hiding it. It's there. Well, that's the worst. Then random battles with no benefit. Fuck that. Exactly. So Chrono Cross had. You can avoid a lot of the random battles in Chrono Cross if you went through the area right. Like some of them you can't. There was unavoidable battles, but you can also run from battles, which I think it doesn't really clearly show you an option. But if you press like L and R, you can run from a battle. So like you can run from battles, just like you never need to in Chrono Trigger because the EXP curve is so good. Because when you do the required fights as they come up, you just like you kill the enemies and you level up enough to be able to take everything on. And it's good. But other games, it's like if you run from too many battles, you just get your ass kicked.
Let's go.
Yeah, in Chrono Cross, you get random stats for fighting random fights, but killing a boss gives your characters a grid upgrade to hold more magic attacks.
Sure.
But the thing is, it limits your... What does it do? It limits your stat growth until you beat another boss. So you basically have to, like, beat a boss and then fight a bunch of enemies and then beat the next boss. But I think some of the bosses are so close together that it's legitimately difficult to, like, fully upgrade your character. Because you'd have to go out of your way to go hunt down a bunch of monsters to fight to level up. And then clear the next boss. Because I'm pretty sure you don't, like, bank the levels. It's just, like... You can get two stat points here, and then I can get 2 stat points here. But if I miss one of them, it's gone forever. Right? I think that's what it is. Killing kids, killing all the kids. Coloring books? Fuck you. You're just a bunch of dead kids. Got everything. Broken saw? What are kids doing playing with saws? I don't know. I don't care. My name's NIER. I'm here to kill everybody. Because that's what Yoko Taro likes. Killing everybody. Fuck your body armor. I got a Phoenix Spear. Suck my dick. Suck my replicant dick. The end of Chrono Cross is absolute shit. If it ended at Terra Tower, it would have been a fine game. See, I don't think I ever beat... I basically gave up after, like... I almost finished the Dragon Hunt, and I gave up. And I was like, fuck this game forever. So what's the Terror Tower? Is that like a... The Terror Tower is probably like immediately after the Dragon Hunt, right? Hunting down that dragons was absolute AIDS, by the way. It was so fucking terrible. It was like legitimately one of the worst things I've ever done in a video game. It's just I'm so hung up on random battles because it makes up so much of the game and I wish it wasn't there in the first place, that's all. So one of the funny things is, Dave, I don't think I mentioned it during your stream, but there is a, basically, like, it's meant to be like an interquill between Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, and it's called Radical Dreamers, and it's a fucking text adventure. Hilariously, Resident Evil Resistance's EXP is called RP. I could do with 1,000 RP. That's funny. That killing kids chant is going in the highlights. what? Talking about like Yoko Taro just wants to kill kids. Whatever. If I miss stat points, then it's gone forever. At last, I truly see Yik wasn't inspired by Chrono Trigger. It was inspired by Chrono Cross. Oh my god. Is this some kind of dark or inverted NIER? We're gonna have to battle at the end to quiet the chiming of the Infinity Bell? Gee, I don't know. Is it? Kids that want to kick your ass. That's true. They came after me. If those shades just minded their own fucking business, I would have walked away. The Terror Tower is the final dungeon.
Strike hard. Hold nothing back.
That shouldn't be a problem. I have a Phoenix Spear. I hope there was no dialogue here, because there's none left. Like, what's even the point of upgrading this thing? It's at level 2, and I, like, one-shot people.
Hey, Sunshine. There's something kinda weird happening in your heart.
Something weird's going on. Don't chase me, NIER.
The hate is gone.
Don't chase me, NIER.
Is gone.
You get away from my body. This is my body now, NIER. Shadow NIER.
But I don't like it.
Is this some kind of shadow NIER? Stabby stab stab. Get stabbed, idiot. Suck my Phoenix Spear. You can suck on just the tip.
I'm not the only voice in my life anymore. I've spent time with others. I'm a curse, a freak. I know that. And he knows it
Does
too.
NIER canonically know about the
But guess
Pinor?
what? He still accepts me.
He canonically knows about the Pinor. He knows, you guys.
Oh, come on. You're doing this for him?
He knows about the Pinor. That makes my fucking meme even funnier.
His sword one last time.
Why gotta be one last time?
Vice, you all right?
Allow me to help you see as well. My eyes have been opened. Yick. Oh, right. Yeah, Thomas got Yick. His friend bought him Yick on sale. Jesus Christo, my friend. Jesus Christo. Get fucking stabbed, idiot. Where'd all your HP go, you dip? Hey, he's gone. Whoa, what the fuck? That's not fair. Where'd all your HP go? Get stabbed twice, idiot. The point is to one-shot everything.
Wait.
I guess, but it's like, why even have upgrades? Oh, Jonas, it's you. If you stop playing, then those kids won't die. Thanks for that extra credits to your insight there, Bob. I want to play the game. I want to beat the game. I want to kill the kids. I mean, fuck it, I'm not against the visual novel. I love the story. I would rather have no gameplay rather than tedious gameplay. Sounds like I'd rather have Radical Dreamers than Chrono Trigger. But Radical Dreamers has fucking whatever, Mary Sue Lynx in it or whatever the fuck. Kinda is like his second son after Emil. That the NIER Kaine meme is so fucking funny. It really is fucking funny. I think it's pretty good. A little bit insensitive maybe, but still fucking hilarious. What's up everyone? Yeah, we're just finishing up NIER Root B, which I think we have one more boss fight.
Anymore. I don't need someone
And then we're
else's
done.
body.
And I think we're gonna end the stream there.
I don't want it.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good though. This is just a bonus. We just wanted to see the extra.
Girl inside this body.
We just wanted to see the extra insight from ending B.
I can hear
And then we're gonna call NIER complete for now.
crying. She says
Now I realize why she had to leave at the end. I'm a big dumb.
Been possessed?
Good out of context quotes here, yeah. Obviously I did that for you guys. That was for you guys.
she loves him just as much.
That was not for me. It was for you guys.
It's not
For you guys to use against me in a future video. Mary Sue Lynx, now Mary Sue Kid. Yeah, I guess that's true. Lynx is just some fucking rando. Radical Dreamers is a Mary Sue. Great, so I'm not allowed to win ever.
Are you?
You don't know how fucking bad Chrono Cross is, Dave. It's like a dick punch.
Yes, I
You
have.
fucking crouched down. You got ready, you were all praising the sun, how great Chrono Trigger was. And then the fucking devs came in, they crouched down, and they fucking hammered a haymaker right into your groin. That's Chrono Cross. I paid full price for that shit. When I was like, I don't know, how fucking old was I? 1998? Or was it like 19... No, it was probably 2001. Fuck, how old was I? I wasn't 11, was I? If it's 2001, it would have been like 11 or 12. Yeah, fuck, dude. Get out of my Jonas's son.
I'm sorry, Dad.
I need my daughter back, not other daughter.
I don't
You can always win in the halls of Shepherd's Glen, yeah.
very sorry.
We'll have to have really harsh treatments in Shepherd's Glen. Like, we'll have to have self-flagellation. You play the bad game, and then to get it out of your system, you gotta fucking slice up your back. If you like the story and characters in Chrono Trigger, then don't play Chrono Cross, yeah. I hope you enjoy everything you liked about that game getting absolutely fucking shit on. Why doesn't he just go hang out with his daughter, his ghost daughter? What I find hilarious is that Chrono Cross is so bad, but Square keeps trying their damnedest to retcon Trigger to make it canon. Yona! Jonah, why?
Watch over Yona for me. You want me to understand your sadness? You think I'm gonna sympathize with you? I swore to protect my daughter and my friends. If someone puts them in danger, stand aside or
Am I putting Jonah in danger by doing this?
come on. Let's go.
That's a lot of magic, dude. What insightful commentary. I thought I was gonna get something good. I thought I was gonna get something interesting for this final fight, but it's literally like, no, you, my son, Jonas. No, that was fucking easy. Surprised they actually added that baby at the end of the PS1 trigger to tie it to Cross. Just to fuck with you. Just to fuck with the canon. We send those unworthy of the Glen to the mound.
You okay?
You gotta reenact the fucking passion. You gotta carry that cross up a hill. And you have to drop it 3 times just like Jesus did.
Push me beyond my limits. I should have taken that job as a cookbook when I had the chance.
Vice is such a good character, dude.
I'm sorry.
Only joking. I hate cookbooks.
But
Vice doesn't use a recipe, dude. He don't give a fuck. He just cooks free balling.
Go out of the way. I have one final task to fulfill.
where are you going?
Why
Well, to be fair, Shadow Lord is just NIER, so his lines are just things NIER would say, yeah.
It's up to you.
I thought I was gonna go get something exciteful. No, Ree! Give me back my Yona! No! Damn, I can't do the whirring sound. That would be a good fucking meme too, actually.
You are an exceedingly stubborn
No, I need my
man.
Switch!
You know that, don't you?
No, I need my Yona!
That's why I've so enjoyed.
That's not something I'm gonna edit though, because that's gonna take too fucking long.
But I fear this is where our journey ends.
Vice.
Oh, and remember what I told you about using my full name? Well, forget it. I've grown rather fond of Vice.
Vice. I knew you'd come around.
Don't let it go to your head now.
Phoenix Spear goes whoosh. It's pretty fucking funny how easy it is. Like, it's just kind of interesting, like how. Yeah, it's just kind of funny how easy it is. Like, you expect it to be, the final boss to be somewhat difficult, but it's quite literally just like, I'm gonna run up and smack him like one time. You don't want to live anymore. Yeah, he wants to die now. That's kind of interesting. It would almost be better if this was scripted, because it's like he clearly doesn't want to kill me. Or he wants to kill me and then die, I guess. Because, you know, I killed his daughter. I killed his daughter so that my future daughter could live. Okay, this would be really funny if, like, they couldn't hit you because you were behind him. Like, that would make me laugh. Oh, fuck, I'm dying. I'm dying because I didn't press square one time. Oh, is there gonna be more? Oh, God, it's coming right for— Whoop! See you, nerd. Whoop! Whoop! Give him the slip! No, not the Phoenix Spear! I need my light novel. Taro, help me! Whoop, got him. Got him, fucking... Got him, nerds. We send those... Yeah. Well, Glenn. That's pretty funny. That's very Chrono Crossy. Get fucked, idiot! Phoenix Spear goes whoosh. To be fair, this is probably just Noir's doing. Possible. Gave him the fucking... Gave him the Shadow Lord bangage. Cut him down. Now I am the only NIER. Be cool if it was like Highlander. It was like a quickening. Can only be one! And then you, a fucking bolt of lightning hits you. And you gain their powers. Oh look, it's a new ending. I haven't seen this yet. It's just Gamma Story and Sonic Adventure. Please don't compare this to Sonic Adventure. Your father failed. Big Daddy NIER failed. If Shadow Lord didn't want to die, he should have just been stronger. Hey, we're back as Big Daddy NIER. Or OG NIER. Did you touch that fucking book, Yona? I swear to God, if you touch that book... Hey, wait, that's me. Oh, it is Jonah.
Here, Dad. You can have this cookie.
How nice. But that's her...
I don't need it.
Yeah.
I'm already...
That's her favorite food, though.
But that's what you said yesterday. You haven't been eating anything, have you? Come on. At least take half.
Sharing a cookie with his daughter.
Thanks.
What a nice moment. As the Shadow Lord goes to hell, he has a cookie with his real daughter. The prize McCloud. That's great. I want to watch Highlander 2 sometime. I hear it's fucking trash, but I like Highlander 1 quite a bit. Now everybody's here with me. Why the fuck are Devila and Popola there? Devila and Popola are actually robots, aren't they?
Hey, Dad.
Oh, Yona's here. Are we gonna have another ghost? Are we gonna have a ghost cookie? Oh, she's got a fucking tin. She's got a tin of biscuits. A shortbread cookie just for me.
Thanks for always being there for me. Oh, here. I brought your half.
Yona.
Isn't that nice? He gets a happy ending. Highlander 2 is an abomination. Yeah, I've heard that. Well, I don't want to say that was disappointing, but I kind of hoped there was more insight, which is unfortunate. But whatever. We're gonna call that. We're gonna chalk that up to being a Taro moment. We're gonna chalk that up to just being a Taro moment. It would be nice if there was a little more. I legitimately hope that. Is that real? Let me check something. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Let me look at this. Holy fuck, dude. Should I read this email out live on stream? You guys will probably get a kick out of it. Let's look up if this is fucking legit. This might be... Oh! Might actually be fucking legit, boys. Hype Factory and Hope We Trust. 40 employees, many cases. This might be legit. Best in class technology for influencer marketing. Looks kind of legit. Okay, I'll read you this email that I got privately. Okay, here we go. Hello, my name is Samantha, and I represent Hype Factory Agency. Maybe this is fake. We promote free-to-play mobile game Raid Shadow Legends, and we would be happy to offer you cooperation. This has to be fake. Game promo format needed. 45 to 60 seconds integration. Integration starts at 45-second mark in the video. Links for uploading the game are placed in the video description. This has to be fake. Publication period, 4/20 of May. That must be 4th of May 2020. Okay, whatever. Due to the huge amount of monthly made promos, we have created automated systems to optimize the whole advertisement creation process. Here you can find out the details. raid.hypefactory.com. I'm not going to do that. Our offer to you is 400 USD. Looking forward to your reply. No gods, no kings. We're not going to do sponsored content. Yeah, Raid Shadow Legends, baby! No. Not going to do it. $400 would be pretty fucking good, but we're going to pass on that. My artistic integrity prevents me from doing such a thing. Hype Factory. Raid Shadow Legends, baby. Over 100 unique characters to play. Yeah, fuck that shit. It's trash. Gacha trash. I lean on NIER being incomplete with the New Game Plus roots being about different characters. I would fully agree with that. It's definitely it really feels like it was underbaked. Which leads me to believe that leads me to hope that the remake / sequel is more fully fleshed out to the original intention. I think NIER was interesting, but it seems clear that Automata was basically Taro's chance to do it right with a proper budget. Yeah, well, he did it right. Well, he did it more correct. He got to do more NIER. And he probably did it the way he wanted to, because there's 9S, 2B, and A2. And they all play pretty much the same, which is fine. But I think if you wanted to do, like, Kaine... I mean, I guess the question is, would you make Kaine's path unique and give her unique weapons and shit? There's a lot of, I guess, like we'll fucking call it a Taroism. There's a lot of like Taroisms, right? Which I think would not translate well. Like, I think if you wanted to make NIER, if you wanted to remake NIER in like this age, you'd have to update the quests and shit to make them more interesting. You'd have to update the way you get materials and stuff. Like, you could do a lot of refinements and still keep the core essence of the game, I think. Sounds like Hype Factory is offering you what JonTron would do when he opens and closes his videos. Automata is better. The story and characters are very unique to NIER. I'm not going to click that link because it seems kind of sketchy. I don't know if Hype Factory is real or not. $400 bucks? Yeah. I think it sets a bad precedent. I don't know. I don't want to do sponsored content. I would prefer not to. I might have to at some point. It's like, $400 bucks is a lot. But, the question is, do I want to show myself or not? That's the question. Give Kaine the greatsword builds. I think you might just say, fuck it. Like, you could just do what they did in NIER Automata, where everyone can use everything. Maybe you do... Maybe you give Kaine the one-handed swords, give NIER spears, and give Emil, I don't know, magic. I don't know, it's hard to do. Oh, look, oh, Emil lived. Yeah, there he is. His body fucking exploded, but he survived.
That was crazy. I can't believe how well my
Yeah.
sister's body holds up.
Can't believe how well my sister's body holds up.
Kinda hard to move when you're just ahead. I wonder where everybody is.
Yeah, well, that's kind of,
Can't wait to see them again. But before that can happen, there's some stuff I gotta do first. Like finding a body. Or at least
So that's actually important, because you get to see here that Emil doesn't fucking die. Because you're like, well, what the fuck? Emil is alive in Automata. I either agree. I think these games would be much better if the certain characters are forced to use specific weapons. It's limiting, but it also adds more incentive to keep playing. I don't know. Like, I don't know if there's a good solution, is the question. Like, you could seriously do it like they did it in Automata, where everyone can use everything. And it would be fine. Yeah, see, ending C, obtain all the weapons in the game and you'll be able to make one final decision that affects the story. That fucking blows. It sucks that you have to do... It really sucks that you have to do, like, get all the weapons, because they're fucking hard. Well, not hard, it's like... It's just tedious. So it's like, yeah... I mean, there's literally no reason why we couldn't have gotten... Just play again and you can do ending C, but... That's another Taroism, I guess. So is this why Emil is just ahead in Automata? Yes. He blew up his fucking body. He fucking attached himself to a car. Kinda, yeah. Well, I think that's it for today. I think we'll call it a day there. Call it a stream.
Start making sense, you rotten book, or you're gonna be sorry. Maybe I'll rip your...
I would say B... I mean, it only took us, what? How long did that take? Took us, like, just under 3.5 hours to get through that. We weren't, like, hauling ass, either. We were going pretty reasonably fast. Fuck the requirements for ending C, yeah. Spoilers. But Kane's shit ain't done, yeah, I know. I read afterwards. That final choice is part of that. So what? I assume you just do some shit with Tyran or whatever. If you're interested, I would encourage you to either watch it or play NIER yourself, because I probably won't do it on stream. I might do a guide on NIER at some point, but and do a review. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good, actually. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of Taroisms. It's like there's a lot of Taroisms, and it's very stylistic at points. Like there's just some weird shit. Oh, is this a new intro? So that's one of the things, like, every time you get a new ending, you get a new intro. Which is kind of interesting. Yeah, I liked it. I thought, like, the gameplay was better than I remember it. I remember the gameplay being pretty shitty the first time I played it. But that's because, like, Route 1 has a lot of really weird stuff. Like, there's, like, the haunted castle, or the haunted mansion bit. And you're super limited in your weapons until the second half. And then in the second half, you can go buy a Phoenix Spear and just fucking demolish everything. So it's like look at this was my perspective, right? I have basically the best weapon in the game. And there's realistically no reason for me to collect the other weapons than for the sake of collecting them, right? So I would go collect... Why would I collect the weapons? I'd collect the weapons for the ending. But I already have, like, the best one that has the best moveset and does, like, the most damage, so... When you have to go back and be like, okay... Go collect these useless weapons. It's kind of tedious. Get what you're saying, Wes, but it's a bit of a burn to play as 9S and then, oh, okay, I'm just using the same greatsword anyway. I would rather that it limits the player. Yes, I agree, but it also is like, you gotta think of it like it's New Game Plus, right? So it's New Game Plus, and you get to use your same weapons. I mean, there's probably a better solution. Like, there's probably a better solution to make the characters play differently, I'll agree with you. It would probably be preferable. But the easy solution is to make all the characters play exactly the same. Not the best example, but kind of like how in RE1, Joe gets the grenade launcher and Chris does it. Yeah, but Chris gets, does Chris just not get anything else? He gets a Magnum, doesn't he? Or maybe Joe gets the Magnum too. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, I mean... I know what you're saying. It'd be like in like DMC, like DMC4 Special Edition or whatever. How like... Well, that's basically what it would be. It'd be like DMC4 Special Edition. How you have like... You can play as Dante, then you can play as Virgil, and Virgil has a bunch of different weapons and a different moveset. And then you've got... whatever. You can play as Trish, and Trish has different weapons and a different moveset. And Lady's got a different set of moves and all that stuff. So that's like what the ideal would be. But I think Yoko Taro's not going to do that. And I think he's going to do it like NIER, where it's going to be like you're going to get fucking 60 weapons or whatever the fuck, and half of them are garbage. It isn't worth doing on stream. No, I'm not going to do it on stream. We're done with NIER on stream for now. New intro each time you beat the game. Now that's fucking Kino. It gets slightly adjusted. You get a little bit extra. Like, it's just like how the story works in NIER. You know, it zooms out a little and you get a little bit of a bigger picture. It zooms out a little further and you get a bit of a bigger picture. I agree, it's easier to just make them play the same, but at the very least 9S is a little different. Yeah, you get the hacking sections and stuff. But better than only playing as Papa NIER. Yeah, I think it's really... It's very obvious that this is not as good as it could have been. Or not as much as it could have been. I don't know how to describe NIER. NIER is kind of like... it's like a very small-scale single-player MMO. Like, for the quests and story and stuff, it's like, it's very single-player, small-scale MMO, which is so weird. But I liked it. I enjoyed it. I don't know what I'd do. Would I make it better? It gives me a lot of hope for the remake. Because if you get some competent gameplay developers in, you could probably make the combat and the bosses better. And you might be able to make some of the level design better. And maybe you get rid of some of the Taroisms, right? Like, maybe you tone it back a bit. Well, there's some stuff that'd be interesting, right? Like look at it. Okay, so I'm thinking back to the fucking Zelda dungeon, right? Where we couldn't jump or whatever. We couldn't walk. You had to keep moving. I'm thinking back to that, and it's like, okay, Kaine gets hauled off, right? She gets grabbed by one of those cubes, right? So it was probably intentional for you to go through that dungeon in a different way as Kaine. That's probably intentional, right? So I'm just wondering. Chris gets a flamethrower, but you only use it on Black Tiger. Oh, okay. I agree it's easier to make them play the same. Yes. NIER is a little bit disappointing due to its missed potential, but it's really nice and unique. Definitely unique. But I think the thing is, like, if you're gonna play... Like, I think you can jump into NIER Automata without too much baggage. Like, you can play it standalone. But then if you wanted to get into, like, the full series, it's like, what are you playing? You're playing Drakengard. You're playing NIER. Or you're playing Drakengard 3, Drakengard, NIER, and then NIER Automata. And potentially the NIER remake. And that's kind of a big commitment, especially if you're, like, legitimately going for, like, all endings. Getting all the weapons in Drakengard and NIER is, like, kind of a pain in the ass. Maybe you don't have a massive tech dump at the forest. Yeah, it'd be nice if they expanded it a little bit. Actually fight a boss. No minecart. No, the minecart was great. You press circle and you make a fucking huge mistake. The biggest mistake of your life was pressing circle. There's stuff you could do. There's stuff you could do to make it better. There's stuff you could do to expand it. But we've gone on too long. And we're going to call it a stream there. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. And we'll see you next week, where we either play Drakengard 3 or figure out what else we're doing.
Start making sense, you rotten book, or you're gonna
So,
be sorry.
we'll see you later.